countdown right now.
Okay.
I already gave it to him. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go. So, welcome everybody. This is the Phantasy Star 4 randomizer. This is a race between the originator of the 100% routing, Mr. Starbird, and the madman himself, Chitin619. He pretty much only does randomizer. So, I am Zextris. I am the currently, I believe I'm the second place holder of the 0% category. And I like sixth place in any percent regular run. And with me, I have Killer Spur. Please say hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this lovely race. Should be really good. I mean, Chitin, madman when it comes to randomizers. Starbird, he wrote this one. He's making others. He current, I believe, the 100% world record holder for the game. So this should be a great race.
Yeah, and apparently Chitin has already crashed somehow. So he's going to have to start over. Things are looking good for Chitin already. But if you're not familiar with Phantasy Star 4, it is a continuation of the Mega Drive series, Phantasy Star, obviously. This one takes place directly not directly, but about 1,000 years after the events of Phantasy Star 2. We don't really look at the third one because it's kind of, I consider it filler for the series. 3 is filler. But
it's filler, but if you want to get technical, technically 4 and 3 kind of take place same exact time, different universes, because 3 is kind of mentioned and hinted at in 4.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. But yeah, you see everyone going through their skills real quick. That's what you see. Chaz with the stasis beam.
Oh,
okay.
Yep.
So they're going through their skills real quick, seeing what skills they've been initially randomized with. I like to call these first few chest Hail Marys. We got a Stardew coming out of Starbird already. And he's going to be walking towards this other chest. They're hoping for like some endgame items early on, like a guard rod, a guard sword, or something like that. The hilarious thing to me would be is if one of them got a Shadow Blade pull.
That would be great.
Because there is a glitch you can do with Chaz, where if you equip him around like level 4 or behind, it causes an overflow in his mental stats. So instead of being like -1 or something like that, he ends up having max mental stat. And that takes you a long way. The current record holder for any percent, Mormont, runs exclusively Shadowblade strategy.
Starboard with the explode instant kill on Iggy.
Nice. He got one of his people had explode.
Alice has explode.
Oh, now that's slightly ironic if you've played this game before. So yeah, already through Iggy number 1, and blessed be the randomizer that we can just skip all the text, because there is a lot of cutscenes in this game that take an absurd amount of time. Sometimes. Not real good RNG through the basement though. They had an awful number of encounters right there. Maybe Chitin will have a little better luck.
Yeah, this game is known for its relentless encounter rate, same as Phantasy Star 3.
Yeah, there is 0 RNG manipulation.
Wow.
In the game.
Okay, here we go. You going into Iggy explode? Yep.
Yeah, nice work right there. But the if I remember the tech chat correctly, there's like 64 randomized patterns in the game, and game runs at 60 frames. It's updated every single frame. You cannot manipulate the RNG in this game at all.
This game, for its time, is so well coded.
Yeah, there is the Iggy skip. Normally you see Chaz hit an Iggy with Earth, and then you can run away from that fight. That is literally the only skips you can do in the game, the 2 Iggy fights. So we got everyone headed into Mile to see what they can buy. Saw a moon dew right there, so nothing that important. Starbird going into the weapon shops in Mile now. Ooh, so you got some Laconian stuff right there.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah, everything. Anyone who's familiar with the game, all the chests in the game have been shuffled. The chests have been shuffled. All the items in the shops, the weapons, the armor, the equipment, all their prices, everything has been randomized. And we also have open armor in the seed that they're running, where anyone can wear any piece of armor.
That is correct, and that should make for some very interesting situations, like being able to equip androids with human armor, things like that. So, and a last armor on somebody now. Han's not gonna take that because Han is useless.
Worst character in the game. Biased opinions over here.
I mean, there's always Grizz, the meat shield.
I will take Grizz over Han any day.
Really?
I don't know what it is, man. I do not like Han.
Han's got that beautiful fiance, though, Saya.
Yeah, he does have Saya. We will meet her later on.
Yeah, she sparkles.
She sparkles.
She does. She introduces herself and little sparkles fly off her. She sparkles, man.
Yep.
How can you argue with a fiance like that, man? It's too much. It's OD. So we're seeing what Chitin has found in his. So it's pretty much the same thing. Really thinking about that. If you're lucky, the initial items with these randomizers, the initial items you have could have a really high resale value.
Right.
And so you see like a higher attack item in the store, and you're just like, and you unequip something, you check the price on it, and you find out you can buy like 10 of them.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Some of the stuff you may encounter with the randomizer, especially in the shops. I mean, if they were to find, anything in there, be like a Swift Helm, which is now multi-target in the randomizer. They also, like the laser barrier and the cyber suit, can now have abilities that cast vision. The laser barrier can do barrier in combat, and the cyber suit can now cast vision in combat, whereas before they couldn't.
Yeah, and like I don't know why you'd use vision because it's essentially worthless in the American version.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Oh God, Rune's already got Tandle.
Oh no.
Oh lordy,
Pretty OP right there.
Things just got really interesting. Expect a small bit of grinding from Starbird in Bioplant.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with this randomizer, all the experience and the Meseta is all doubled.
Yes. Chaz having some problems.
You see how Han whiffed? There you go. That's Han for you.
That's fine. I didn't see if Rune has Artoxia. That'll be.
I know he had Zan, but I don't know what else he was given.
We're seeing. Oh God, there's a Mahale mail in there.
Yep. Saw that.
That's endgame armor right there.
Definitely.
Oh.
Now, one thing to note, with this, the way the randomizer works and the way the enemies work, technically Go mode would be endgame armor, most likely in this. Not so much the weapons being kind of 50-50 still, because all the elemental resistances of the enemies have been randomized, but no enemy in the game is completely immune or unkillable, and all the status effects are randomized from the enemies. So something that may be immune to stun is no longer immune to stun. So there is always that to keep in mind. That's why the weapons do help, but they're not an OP Go mode, whereas the endgame armor would be.
Very true, very true. And it looks like somebody learned Sue on command.
Oh, he got Sue?
Yes. I'm kind of sad that there are no Shadowblade strats going in right now, because that would be ridiculous.
Oh man, it would have been so cool to see a Shadowblade strat.
That's secretly leading up to this. That's what I was hoping for. I was like, I want to see someone just get like guard armor Shadowblade, and then Chaz just cruises through the rest of the game.
It would have been nice. It would have been crazy to see Shadowblade strats come out, because you don't see them often.
All right. Ooh. Ooh. Starbird's got a power shield.
Wow, he got the power shield in the
He
chest.
got the power shield out of the normal 500 or 500 Meseta chest.
Yeah, it's only 5.
But yeah, that's a handy pickup right out the gate. I believe the boss stats are randomized between a percent of 50% to 200%, I believe.
Yes, and they increase in increments of 50. So anywhere between 50 to 200% is where they can fall if what their HP and stuff increases.
Yeah. So we're gonna see this last chest, and this is the 500 Meseta chest. I forgot what that first chest was because I never grab it. So
I think it might have been a monomate, but
that's
I don't remember.
probably what it is, and I didn't catch that. So I'm gonna look at the actual stream, and we'll see what he grabs. Oh, compo gear, so android armor.
Yeah, not bad.
Which he throws on Chaz right away.
Definitely.
So, and it's important to keep in mind here that with the Ryuka spell, knowing that endgame armor is sitting in Krupp, if they get some items that they can sell for high value, they can always just work back to Krupp real quick and pick up that endgame armor.
Yeah, that was definitely something. You're gonna see them pop in and out of shops a lot just to peek.
Yeah, pretty much. And I see Chitin setting up a macro for Gra and Zan, which that will actually be helpful. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of grinding going on here real quick in that valley cave leading up to Tano, which is really a smart idea. Starbirds decides he's done with this nonsense and decides to move on. But yeah, Rune did have Artaxi as well, so that's going to be a big key later on, like in some areas, to keep everybody's TP up. Let's see, what do they got here? Nothing really that important right now. Nothing that important in the item shop. Expensive escapipes.
Yeah, I noticed they were probably pricey.
Let's see. Laser claws. Yeah, nothing really important to know. Strip and Rune down, I see. As per
always want to do that because he's gonna leave the party soon. Might as well take full advantage of his gear.
And I'm wondering if the text is just gonna auto skip this scene. Yep, there it goes.
Yep, it did. Oh, we didn't get to see him get punched.
No, she punched him.
Oh, did she? It went so fast I didn't even notice. I just saw her cock back and then he moved.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't. She didn't actually land the punch. Wow. Okay, learning something about this randomizer today. In the text
normally what happens is what's his grandfather Doran asks if they would like to know Alice's measurements, and she doesn't find it too funny or too kindly, and she decides to deck him in the face.
Yeah, I mean that's a natural response when you're when you lay claim to being the 6th most dangerous thing in the world.
Yep.
Let's see. We've got Starbird setting up a quick macro using sweeping, which I've never seen before used ever. Hooray! Any percent strats. Oh,
is that what Grizz came with? Was sweeping?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Alice takes a hit. So okay, so that's
Alice down.
Airblade. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically I think Grizz's version of Airblade.
That's interesting. Of course, nobody ever uses Grizz unless you're Starbird and you decide, hey, I'm going to use Grizz in an any percent run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Over Kira. Heal bot.
Right, we see Chitin now. He's coming in to know. Taking a look at the gear. He's thinking about it. He got a carbon shield in there. Nope, he decides not to.
And the interesting thing to note is I'm wondering how much the cure paralysis will sell for. Because I believe that's still going to be a random item drop here from the mushrooms. And if that sells for a pretty penny, then it would actually be quite beneficial. Wow. Starbird taking some losses right here. I mean, granted, it gets solved as soon as he exits this basement and everyone gets a free heal.
Yep.
but still, I mean, this
And
is enough.
Chitin is contemplating something. I don't know what he's thinking. He's stripping Rune now.
Yeah, it means he's ready to head on.
No,
Or-
it looks like he's going to sell.
Oh, nothing good out of that. He did have a wave shot sitting on him. What is he gonna go buy?
It looks like he wants the laser sword.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he's going for the laser sword. I don't think he's gonna have enough money. Oh wow.
Oh, that repair kit right there.
Yeah. But no, he sold the solar deal.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's going for something. He's getting bold with this strat. Yeah,
Yep, he wanted the laser sword.
Yeah, that's a pretty good attack increase this early on. You usually don't pick that up until Zeo Fort right before you fight Juza. So
now he's heading in.
Yep, he should be able to.
Starbird is about what, halfway through?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's almost done with it.
Yeah, he's exiting that here real soon, as long as nothing catastrophic happens. But with the like Chaz getting poisoned, that would actually be really, really bad.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know if he would have enough HP to get through if he would have got poisoned right there. So, but yeah, he's on
That
the
would have been close.
He's on the Ashline floor. I always call it Ashline because pronouncing that L is such a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And that chest everyone skips is gonna have. No, he didn't. Maybe he's gonna get it after this cutscene. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, Laconian armor, no less.
Oh, wow.
That's about 2/3 through the way through. So Chaz has got
That's pretty nice to have at this point in the game.
Yeah, a massive upgrade. So Starbird already coming up on the second
turn.
Yeah, the second Iggy fight is coming up for Starbird, so he's either gonna explode or crash or whatever his way out of that, just to get that out of the way as quickly as possible. But
got the Alish line, turning everyone from stone back to normal. And there's Iggy's brother, Iggy 2.0. Right on time.
Yep. So defense, explode.
Yeah, you use it. Oh my, dude, chat. They both have explode.
Yep. That's
wow,
silly.
I did not see that Chaz had explode as well as Alice.
Yeah, I didn't see it at first either, but that
is insane.
Is that bad RNG?
I wouldn't think it's bad.
Wave shot, Liko sword. Starbird definitely has something.
Yeah, Alice started with explode when he in the seed. Instead of her normal vortex, which she would come with, she came with explode instead.
Yeah, and that's really let's say best case scenario really. But now they're heading into the bio plant, and this place was a personal nightmare for me. Like running any percent, like yeah. I died so many times in bio plant. Like there would be days where I'd be running and like never get past bio plant. Usually those are the most entertaining streams.
Yep. There's the little people. We're just gonna pretend they're not there and just keep on walking.
Never mind the corpses. That's just art. And it's
just furnishing the room.
It's the only two dead person sprites in the game.
You're right. It is. They are the only two dead people sprites in the entire game that you will ever see. This is kind of cool though, with the chests being randomized and shuffled, because you're seeing Starbird go for chests that some of them that they don't normally go for in like an any percent run. It's just kind of a time loss to go for every chest in every dungeon. But with the chance that it could be anything in that chest, it's very enticing in the randomizer run.
Definitely. So we see Han being his typical useless self and dying right there.
Yep. Good old Han being Han.
But Grizz is still alive. So that's the ooh.
Grizz is early Ren.
Hashtag buy Grizz.
Hashtag buy Grizz. Yep, there you go. Right on time.
Yep. So, but he should be able to finish this no problem with Alice and Chaz still alive. If Alice dies, it might get a little dicey as Chaz does not have a res spell.
It's true. Yeah, none of them have the res spells.
And I have no idea what Starbird got out of that.
Oh, Alice got poisoned. So did Chaz.
Oh,
Alice is done.
dead.
Oh no, this is not good. Yeah, he's gonna Oh no, I thought he was gonna Ryuka out and go rest and bring him back.
Oh, he's got one Trimate, which means he's going to have to eat a turn and use Wood Cane in between fights. The problem is if he gets, I guess, bad RNG at this point, he's never going to get a chance to use that.
Yeah, this could be a total.
Oh, no, he's got a
Oh,
soul
man.
dude, so he can bring somebody back.
Oh, he does. Okay.
So
Because if he didn't use that and it goes bad, Chitin could easily catch up if he were to not win the fight coming up.
True. So he burns the soul dude, brings back Han, uses anti on Han, who's probably going to die again. But now, pretty much at this point, it's run for your life.
Can you Escapipe out of the biolab?
Yes.
Okay, you can. Okay. I wasn't sure, and I saw someone ask in the chat, and I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, I was pretty sure you could Escapipe out of there, but I think Starbird, not knowing where Chitin is and being the monster of randomizers that Chitin runs constantly, I think Starbird did not, as a last resort, he did not want to Escapipe out of the biolab.
Yeah, that would have allowed Chitin to cross a huge amount of ground. Right there.
Because I saw him hover over it, and I was like, "Man, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna Escapipe out?" And then he decided. I think he saw the soul do, and that's when he decided not to.
Yeah, and really, that was more of the time save idea right there. Because if he hadn't, he would have lost a bunch of time.
Here we have Chitin doing Iggy 2.0. I think he's just gonna have Alice explode on him.
Or stasis beam.
Yeah, stasis beam explode, done.
I mean, if the explode hadn't landed, he could have just ran from that fight since Iggy was stunned. So, Starbird still going at a pretty good clip here. Chitin having to check what's in his stores.
Wow, Laconia sword in there and a laser axe.
And there's a Laco rod in there, which wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Just for Air Castle.
True. Because Air Castle can be a monster.
Yeah, you get all those dimension worms going on, and a quick use of the Laco rod is definitely will just wipe them out.
Here we see you get to meet Rika, and you get to meet Demi.
No, you don't meet Demi.
Well, Rika talks about her, and there's a quick picture, but you don't get her yet.
That is true.
So. Rika explains that you need to go save Demi.
And Rika just being absolutely enthused about being outside just in time to see her quote father explode. And take out a mountain with him, apparently.
Yep.
Feels bad, man.
RIP Biolab.
Yep, never going back there ever again. Thank
Did you
God.
see someone on Starbird's end get Graw? I see someone in the chat said someone got Graw, but I didn't see it.
I believe that's Alice right now.
Alice has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Rika has Mind Blast.
Oh, Lord. That's a good skill.
Yeah,
that's a nice stun skill right there.
Yeah, it's nice, especially in the randomizer, with the bosses being able to possibly be stunned. That's a huge game changer on the bosses, because all the resistances and the elemental resistances are randomized.
Yeah, so you can see some seriously clowny stuff here at the very end. Because with the enemies being stunnable, that means that somebody could stun the Profound Darkness, inform one, and run away and win. You kill you you embarrass the Profound Darkness into going back into the seal.
Yep.
Are these people running from me? Are you kidding?
Here we have Chitin going through the biolab, picking all the chests he can get, which I don't blame him. With these seed, with all the chests being shuffled.
Well, that's interesting. Grizz only took one note from that. Yeah, usually insta kills him.
Yeah, Alice definitely has the garage. I saw him use him.
Yeah. Ooh, laser barrier and a swift helm. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
especially since the Swift Helm is multi-target use in this randomizer.
Yes, that is going to be a gigantic agility boost for literally
Huge.
everyone. So being able to find that early means he is really set for a long while, and it's going to save TP on whoever has to cast Xander or Sanner. So that's
it's gonna be that's gonna be a huge boost.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if he passed it. I know I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, that's something that valuable that early. Yeah, you make room for that.
Definitely.
We see Chitin going,
getting a trimate. And I kind of like Chitin's approach to it. He's not running from every encounter because all the EXP, all the experience is doubled. So it's kind of like if you have overpowered techniques, it's kind of worth it. Look, see, you just got Zan.
Yes, with the quicker leveling means you get those abilities much quicker. And when they start hitting level 13, they start getting the G series of spells.
Yeah, those tier 2 spells.
And then 24, if I remember the notes correctly, they start getting the Na level spells.
Yeah, 24 or 25, they should start getting those level spells.
So that should be fairly interesting to watch play out. With Starbird being very thorough, going behind the strippers to see what's in that chest.
And here we have we're going to watch the dance. Oh, there goes the robes.
Yep. I like Starbird stood there for a minute to appreciate that.
Good old Grizz watching the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And Alice looking at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Even though she's technically dying.
Yeah, she's dying. That booty had her dying. I couldn't help myself. I had to do that.
He's got. He just got Rika, Seed shutting down.
Yeah, and if we can note for a minute that this is probably the most important shop in the game right now, in this randomizer, because of the amount of shops there are. Each side has 3. There's going to be another shop up towards the top, but the sheer bulk of stores in here means you could potentially get like something really, game breaking. Like they found the Swift helmet. So Starbird's staying in there, and that's curious to me. Why he didn't just stay in the house.
Yeah, that shop is probably, without a doubt, the most crucial shop in the run because of the amount of vendors and the items being shuffled like that.
Yeah, I know why he stayed in there. Never mind, because it was quicker than running into the house, even with the mini cutscene.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's gonna get
a fusion slime.
Yep. And that should probably go down fairly quickly. Oh yeah, this thing's not gonna last that long. And everyone's gonna get a nice buff amount of XP out of this.
Definitely out of that meta slug. Oh, Grizz. Bye, Grizz.
Hashtag bye, Grizz. Let's see, what is he?
I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. Is he trying
yeah, I see what he's doing. He's
trying to level boost?
Yeah. He's making sure Han and Alice die beforehand, so they the massive amount of benefits from this.
Yeah, so he boosts Rika and Chaz.
There goes. Bye, Alice.
Yep.
You died before your time.
Yep. She's definitely dying.
And this is similar to what I call Guildworm strats. There's a point where you take that quest to go fight the Sandworm.
And you try to give it all to Chaz and Rika.
Yep, that was the old seed strats.
Yep.
I need to post into chat every time Grizz dies. Post that sweet little emote I have. Yeah, see, and you saw right there was just a
massive
huge
boost.
Yeah. Like Rika just got like 5 levels out of that.
This randomizer, it's not that old. Mr. Starbird is the one who's made it. It's been around, man. He's been working on it for a while. I want to say, I think he finally feels that it's finished, but I think there's more he'd like to do to it later on. I know he's working on a Phantasy Star 2 randomizer now, but it's been around for maybe a little bit before Christmas is when he released it. Maybe like October.
Yeah, he only started making it because I wouldn't stop bugging him about it, and then
I remember. Yeah, you were bugging him like every day, and he finally caved and made it.
Yeah, and then I never used it like a jerk. Oh, we're gonna get another fusion.
Wow, another meta slug.
Let's see. We're gonna see how much of a boost this will get as well. Should be, yeah, it looks like about another level. So.
Yep, that's good. Good pace. Chitin, checking the shops. He's not far behind.
Oh, you know he's gonna see that Swift helmet, and he's gonna have to go for it. And
oh yeah,
and Starbird with his typical garbage luck gets
his luck is insane when it comes to randomizers, and anytime he's ran the games, his luck for encounter rates is insane.
Yeah, I still won't forgive him for that crap Guildworm fight. It still tilts me to this day. This guy
that was on his 100% run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like he one cycled. He one cycled the Sandworm.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is where he had just Chaz left. I think it was 100% run, but he had just had Chaz left, and with like 1 HP, and the stupid worm misses twice.
Yep, whiffed twice on him.
And then he got the kill, and it's just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was so garbo.
And here we have Chitin up. He's picking it up. He's going to pick the ranch owner up for the Sandworm.
Ooh, this is a really smart idea coming out of Starbird, I believe. Oh, okay. He's in Kadari right now, which is pretty much Zio's.
Yeah, he's right next to Zio's fort, basically.
Yeah, and so now he's going to exit, go back in. I believe.
Chitin is going for the Sandworm right now.
Is he?
Chitin is going for the Sandworm.
Ooh. All right, let's see how this
is going to be crazy.
This is going to be really nuts. Let's see.
The normal strat would be you beat the Sandworm down, you beat him down some, and then you want to get rid of Grizz and Han.
Oh my God! Did you see that? That was beautiful. He stunned the worm and then exploded it.
That was perfect.
Like you could and now everyone has this giant boost. He's technically ahead of Starbird at this point, because Starbird's gonna have to go back. Yeah, he is. Honestly, Chitin's in the lead right now.
Yeah,
because that was genius. And we see
Chitin is known for his crazy 50-50 mix-up Hail Marys. You have to. I mean, he is just known for that.
Yeah. Right now, like all Chitin's through. I don't know why Chitin's going back though. Money's not that important at this spot.
Unless he saw something in that shop he wants. I didn't see what all he got, or what caught his attention, but I think he wants something.
If he skipped the Swift Helm, that's probably what the thing he could be going for. So
could be.
But yeah, that was just brought a tear to my eye. So yeah, he's definitely probably going after that Swift Helm. And then he's got to make a run through the cave, but he can just run. No, he didn't buy anything. So he must have just wanted the money. But taking out that guild worm, he's got a clear shot to Zeo for. So he's going to look at what he's going to get here. Zirconium gear. That's definitely an upgrade for Chaz over the elastic armor, I believe. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Yeah, no, literally no reason for him to fight. And I don't know, if I were Chitin, I would skip some of the chest. Oh, he's thinking about that. Decides that, yes, he wants to fight the fusion slug here, and yeah, he's going to go with that. Chaz, no. Everyone's just going to smack it. That should, no. Okay, Chitin clears out that. Ooh, and then somebody got Heinous. So now he's got a dungeon escape. No more escapipes needed.
I wasn't seeing. Did Starbird purposely keep them dead when he went into Juza, or to have Chazrika?
What's that?
Did Starbird kill off Grizz, Han, and Alice again, or did he leave them dead going into Juza?
I didn't actually see, but the logic is he just let them die on Juza.
Yeah, I think he let. Yeah, I think he just let them stay dead.
Starbird trying to run for some reason. Kind of confused on that. I think. Oh my God. Starbird, you goon. He stun and run on Juza.
He stun and run on Juza.
But this is Juza's revenge. The section we like to call Juza's revenge. That spot where after you beat Juza up to where you run into Zeo. Like there's been more than a few runs that have ended on that spot because nobody
Juza could definitely be a pin.
Yeah. The Juza's revenge portion. So let's see, we're going through the text and that song I usually play on Alice's death from Evangelion. The Evangelion movies, that always cracks me up because it's appropriate. It's no, not this song. Oh yeah, it's this song, guys.
Here we see Han's fiance.
The sparkly woman, as I mentioned.
She sparkles.
Fun fact: take away the hair, and then it's the exact same sprite that they use for Raja later on when he's in bed.
Yeah. You are correct.
So, press F to pay respects to Alice. But Chitin already going into Zeo Fort at this point.
I did not see him going for Sandworm that early. I did not see it coming. I'm still kind of blown away by that.
He had the damage to do it, and he had the skills to pull it off, too.
Yeah.
I think Explode has a 100% hit rate if the target is stunned.
Well, he performed it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, that was first turn, too. That was one and done.
Demi giving the Land Rover.
She gets oddly excited over the Land Rover.
Demi, the tiniest sprite in the Phantasy Star universe.
And I love that. I love that her...
She's so tiny. It's so great.
Yeah, like... It's just something special. Like, that they actually took the time to make her sprite that tiny.
Yep.
I do believe both people did skip the drop-down chest on the one side. We'll see,
I believe so, yeah.
We'll see if Chitin does it, or if he just makes it beeline to Juza. Yeah, no, he's gonna skip that as well. So,
Yeah.
like he's definitely covering a lot of ground. Ooh, there's a guard mail that nobody can buy. So, let's see. Was that was Monson that he just left? So now he's gonna make his way. Oh no, that was Termi. So now he's gonna make it to the Ladea Tower. Going for the Bug Boss, Guayad Legada or something like that.
Yep.
And to recover the Psycho Wand!
I didn't realize on Starbird's stream because he went through it so fast, but did you notice that Chitin got another Swift helmet on Juza's tower out of the chest?
Really?
Yeah, he just got it on the right before he went up to the one staircase. He got a Swift helm out of the chest.
Oh, well, that's some money saved right there, I guess, or a little bit of bank.
Yeah, because I don't know if he ended up buying it from the store or not, but he just got it out of a chest in there.
A little bit of bad luck on
Poor Grizz. Can't catch a break.
And another buy Grizz for the chat. Hi, Rune. Alice decides to eat the black wave on Chitin's side now, so he's coming up.
He's not far behind. He's really not.
This is completely depending on routing, like he can completely close this gap without too much trouble.
Especially since Starbird's going to go back to fight the Sandworm.
Yeah, Starbird definitely has to go back, and Chitin cleared that out already. So
that could be the gap closer as long as it's going.
I'm not real sure what. Ooh, ow! I hate that spell. We'll have to see levels. No, they're about comparable levels. So Starbird could theoretically skip Sandworm.
Right.
So, but Chitin did close a lot of ground with. So we see Chitin finally out of Krupp, headed towards the Machine Center. He'll be getting Demi excited as well.
Yeah, she really does love that Land Rover.
Yeah, it's kind of disturbing.
I also like in this game though that they added like combat in the vehicle and made like a whole UI HUD for just combat in the vehicle. Like that was really cool in my opinion. It's not like, because like in Final Fantasy you get to use the airship and stuff and the boat, but you don't get combat in them. Whereas in this they like added it. I just loved that.
Yeah, I love. You are absolutely right. I remember playing this game on the Sega Channel when I was a kid, and just being absolutely obsessed with the vehicle combat.
Yeah, just that like it took time to do it. It was really cool.
Yeah, like I always loved the inside of the various vehicles and how they made each one different than rather some generic.
Yeah, because each vehicle has like a different set of like a different UI inside. It's really neat.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
here we have Starbird. This guy's name. Oh, yep, Laguia or however you say it.
Laguia. We never pronounce it. We just call it Bug.
Yeah, he's a bug. Like, let's be honest. He kind of looks like those bugs from the X-Men cartoon. The Brood people.
The Brood. I was like, are you talking about the Brood? God, I haven't seen a mention of the Brood in forever.
Throwing my age out there.
Yeah, I'm old enough. So. I remember the X-Men cartoon was Saturday morning cartoons.
Yep.
Ooh, that's
having that armor on Chaz is just crazy. He just gets hit for one from everything. It's great.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Rune having Tandle already is just insane to me.
Yeah, he's gonna shred stuff later on because of having Tandle. Like we might see some Valhalla Fort grinding.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side because they're already going at a pretty good clip. We should see a sub sub-hour to Zeo, which is a really good pace.
Huge. That's a great pace.
Yeah. I think my Zeo...
I think you're still the world record holder for 0%.
No, Tyler smacked me down.
Oh, that's right, Tyler.
Tyler, the driver, currently holds first place on 0%, but I held that for like a good 6 months, I think.
I remember when you got it, Jen was trying hard to steal that from you.
Yeah. Gen C86 is the original holder of the 0% record category, and then...
I remember we were all in Discord just talking. Like, and I made a joke. I was like, "Hey, it would be cool if like we could just do like a 0%. It's kind of like an hour in. It's quick. You know, we could just do some 0% races." And now it like is a category.
Yeah, and it actually, kind of took off. I mean, like you said, it is a very category.
Yeah.
If even if you're learning it for the first time, like it should take you 90 minutes tops.
Yeah. And there we see the crying on Starbird's side. Not to interrupt you, Zach. I'm sorry. Just
no,
Alice,
that's fine.
F in the chat for reals for Alice.
F for Chalice. Alice. F for Chalice? What? But yeah, I was the first one in the 0% category to break the hour barrier, which we obviously knew was true because of G-Seed and Agi, beforehand. But I think if Mormont put his mind to it, he could probably break 55. Mormont's a beast.
Mormont is the current any percent world record holder at, I think it's like 3 hours and 2 minutes. Like he is so close to the sub 3 hours, which I know is he's gunning for. He is a monster at this game. Oh, definitely.
Oh, he'll get it. It's just a question of when. He was going into Profound Darkness on a sub 3 hour pace, and then Profound Darkness used Megan just one too many times.
When you get those seeds, or whatever you want to call them, with Profound Darkness, where she literally just spams Megid, like spams it like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how many good runs I've lost with the old strats to just Profound Darkness 3 just being a jerk. Like, cancel Megan combos. Like, that's the worst.
He's heading up quick to get that Psycho Wand.
Yeah, I think, honestly, if I was in Chitin's spot, I would skip Plasma Launcher. Okay, there's a good weapon for Demi right now.
Yep.
If I were Chitin, I would skip some of the chests just to make up additional ground at this point.
Yeah, I mean he's so up there in levels compared to Starbird and everything. Like he doesn't really need it, but like I said, it's that whole anything could be in that chest. So do you want it? You just got to roll with it.
Yeah, and it does look like Chitin has random encounter right before Guy. Bad luck right there. And no escape. So, yeah, we see Chitin taking on Bug. Yep. Psycho Wand, this shouldn't take him that long. I suspect he's going to try a stun strat. He has access to it.
Definitely. I mean, I would. He's in great opportunity to do it.
Grizz with Corrosion. Yeah, he's gonna try for it.
Yep.
Stasis beam. Nope. Stasis beam misses.
Yeah, I missed.
And the explode whiffs as well. So I think he's kind of stuck into trying to get this, but he gets some good damage on it that first turn.
Yeah, he does. He did get some decent damage on him.
Wait, Chitin, what are you doing? You're using Spark on it. I don't think he noticed.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking.
He's probably going to kick himself for that. But we see Starbird coming into the Zeo fight, which I think really is the most satisfying fight.
Rika down.
Ooh, that's bad. Yeah,
I don't think he noticed he used Spark. Yeah, he reset. I can't say I blame him there.
Yeah, and now Starbird gained a massive amount of time off that.
Yeah.
I think Chitin's going to go for the stun and run. again are
Yeah.
stunned and exploded.
They can also in this randomizer, the way they set it up in the seed, they can also save anywhere in the game. So they did it kind of for safety strategies. So if you died here, you didn't have to run all the way back through the entire thing, which you would normally have to do in a normal setting, because you can only save outside of the dungeons.
Oh, here! Oh, and he
He
gets
exploded on Zio, and Zio is down.
hold this L, Zio, and it's appropriate
Wow.
now that he's exploding.
Yep, perfect. Oh man, now Demi took a hit.
Bye, Demi.
Demi's gonna go full Transformer mode.
Demi now controls the planet.
There's Demi in all her glory, connected into the system.
Time to hack the planet.
And it looks like with Chitin, it looks like he still couldn't get the stun and run to work.
It's true, and we're seeing Chitin kind of working his way through this fight. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna have to muscle through it at this point.
And now we see Starbird going through the Guildworm fight, which should take all a minute.
Yeah, it shouldn't take him long at all.
I like that one. Now time to fly to the other planets to set up the planetary.
Yep, pretty much. Wow, he exploded on the sandworm. Same thing. He is stun and running everything. It's great.
I see he's going into the Miles shop to pick something up that he wanted.
He's on there.
He's picking. It looked like he picked up the Pulse Vulcan right there, but he's selling some stuff in the meantime.
And now we see Rip Alice on Chitin screen. Poor Alice. She died to save Han. Why? We will never know. Of all the people to save, I don't know why she let Han live, but she did.
Because she knew he'd have to live the rest of his life with the burden of her death on his hands.
Pretty much.
Which is a fate worse than death. So Starbird going in on his way to Zelen.
Yep.
Go meet the guy who everyone agrees is huge. Ren.
He is legitimately probably the best character. Just because he spans 2 games, in my opinion. He's in Phantasy Star 3, he's in Phantasy Star 4. Different models, but it's the same character, pretty much.
Yeah. And all those other androids you fight, like the Ren 387s and stuff like that, they're all Rens.
Yep.
So he's the most prolific person in the game.
Yep. And in Phantasy Star 3, you also fight a evil version of him. It's called Siren. That is silver with red hair.
That's true.
Does anybody choose Han for the last battle? Yeah, I think some people have. Me personally, I didn't. I always took Raja. Because in my opinion, Raja is squishy, but he hits so hard with his heals.
Yeah, the problem with Raja in a normal any percent run is that he's just squish.
Yeah, he can't take damage at all.
Yeah, he dies in a single Megan. But yeah, in a normal run, like Raja is god.
Yeah.
Like it is like you don't take anybody else because he brings everything to the table.
Here we have the stowaway hijacker sorcerer trying to crash your ship. Starbird.
Can't afford the armor for because all that armor you would have to buy for Raja, in order to make him viable, you need that for Stardews and Soul Dews.
Right.
Because if you get hit with a Megan, you have to Stardew. Otherwise, you will lose next turn.
Megid hits him ungodly hard.
Yeah, like he just doesn't have the HP to support him being there. Like all of his heals are godly. If he could actually survive, like, yeah, hands down, Raja would be the best healer to take along with.
I'm gonna assume that sorcerer on Starbird's side had 200 or way boosted % health. It took him a minute to kill that dude.
Yeah, I guess so much for exploding him. I wonder if you can. That'd be hilarious if he stunned and ran from that fight, because then, like, the engines exploding would have made a lot more sense rather than like Rune and Chaz going buck wild in the engine room. Like, let's run away from the sorcerer, and the sorcerer's okay. I'll just blow everything up.
And here we are, crash landing on Desolus. And Chitin's selling everything he knows he does not need.
Yeah, and really, with as much as Chitin runs randomizers, like, he knows exactly. He knows he has a general idea of what he wants to push.
Yep. He's the type of person that he wants to make sure if he sees something he knows he's going to want, he has the means to get it.
Maybe someone should bring Honda Rykros just as it's going to exit the orbit.
I agree. I like that person's plan.
That would be the most awful thing in the world, to live the rest of your days hearing LaRue prattle on.
Yep.
That would be justification for him getting Alice killed.
I don't know what it is about Han, but he's not a fan.
Now, something interesting we might see, since we are on Desolus now, is that Rochelle, the zombie town, after Garubek Tower is taken away, after you finish that dungeon, Rochelle does come back. Yeah, it opens the town up, so there's more items they could check in that spot. And that's not something I really worked. Adversary, the run and stun works like if you hit a boss with a stunning ability such as Earth, Shadowbind, Stasis Beam, things like that, you can run away from the fight.
And it's an automatic win.
Yeah. The regular version of it only works with the 2 Iglanova fights. So the first one in the basement and the one after you de-stone everybody in Zima. If you land that stun, you run away, it considers the fight finished.
Yep, but since in this randomizer seed, their elemental resistances and their status effects are randomized on the bosses and all the enemies, there's a chance that pretty much every boss could be a stun and run, which is totally what Starbird is banking on. And it's been working, like, flawlessly.
Yeah, he's gotten really good RNG with that.
And now he's here in the town of Tyler. You're down into the basement, into the tomb of Tyler, basically, to the hangar to look for the second ship since yours crashed.
Ooh, that's a guard claw for Rika. That was something I missed out on. He should replace that plasma. Come on, us. Yep, that's what he does.
He could see Starboard found the second ship as Chitin's on his way to Zio.
ETAP, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. I would assume no. Yeah, no, you don't get the XP.
No, you don't get the XP.
Yeah, but if the stun and run works on Profound Darkness, then that's definitely a
if you can get stun and run to work on the first phase of Profound Darkness and the second phase of Profound Darkness, it skips, I believe, the third phase, and you do not have to fight. It'll go right to the credits.
Yep. And that's gonna be silly if that actually happens.
That is gonna be insane.
But yeah, these guys are. Starbird said he way overestimated on this, and he's going at a really
flying.
good.
He is flying.
He's on Curon. Yeah, he's on Curon now, so yeah, he's going at a really good clip. I mean, a sub 110 is really good for TPD
Definitely.
DF1. So he's really going. He's fighting the command balls, and that just bothers me.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie, I can't stand those things. They drive me insane when I was a kid, because they do that explode stuff, and it's just they're annoying.
Oh, but Chitin is also closed a lot of ground actually.
Yes,
Like,
yeah, he has.
He is, or maybe he might be on Zeo.
No, I think he's going to Zeo because he still has Demi.
Okay, yeah, he's on the way to Zeo. So ignore what I just said. I'm an idiot.
Oh, it was easy to get it mixed up because the dungeons are exactly the same.
Yeah.
No, but his Rika got paralyzed there.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
Oh, making a wrong turn there.
Ooh.
That's rare out of Chitin. You wouldn't expect to see something like that come out of him. So that's about 20 seconds lost right there.
Yeah, and I don't think he's touched the game though. I think he touched it for the first time yesterday or earlier this morning, and he said it took him about 2 hours to get to Lashik. So I just think he hasn't touched it that much. I know he's been racing and playing tons of games.
Yeah. No, but I've seen him do a lot of PS4 randomizers. So that's why that wrong turn threw me off. It was like, you should know the map layout. But here he goes. He's going into the Zeo fight now. He should probably be doing a similar strat to what Starbird did. Yeah, stun and explode. So, but Starbird making a beeline for Dark Force 1. Shouldn't take him much longer to get there. It's not a really good clip. He could do a sub 3 of this. That's a good clip of experience right there.
That was very nice.
Starbird just straight up skipping the chests right there. Decides he doesn't need it at this point.
Yeah, I mean his Chaz with Laconia armor already. I mean, he is so tanky. At this point, like, it doesn't even kind of matter how long it takes him to do a fight because almost everything's going to hit him for almost one.
yeah, that's a beefy Chaz right now.
Very. And I mean, he's sitting on over 15,000 Meseta, so he can buy a lot of stuff at the right time.
Yeah,
here we go, Chitin. Chitin going into the Zeo fight.
Yep. Chitin does have a lot of ground to make up at this point, despite having that really smart idea to take out the Guild Worm really early.
Do you think he's going to try and stun and run?
I think he's going to go for it.
I would hope so.
He kind of has to.
I mean, that's a good start. He got barrier. He got all that.
No, I think he's going to
play it out. It looks like he is going to play it out.
That would be ironic to use corrosion against him. Let's see how this turns out. He's getting defenses set up. Mind Blast does not work. Looked like the Stasis Beam hit. Spark worked?
Wow.
Someone learned Vol.
Wait, won't Spark work though? Because don't they have the android abilities and the human ability? Don't they work on each other now?
That's something I've got to check on with Starbird because I don't.
Because I know the human abilities will work on androids.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe he doesn't even know in the randomizer it works.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe he did know that, and that's why he went for that spark earlier. Remember, he used it before, and we're like, "What is he doing? That shouldn't work."
Right.
Obviously, he did.
Maybe it just whiffed. And here we have Starbird at Dark Force 1. And I mean, Dark Force 1, he can be a pain.
Are you kidding me?
He sparked him to death.
He voled Dark Force 1, and it's still going. What is going on? The glitch.
It's crazy,
You-
man.
That's insane. Starbird, I hate you so much, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, because
I'm
I mean,
so mad at
Dark Force
Starbird right now.
one, he can be a pain if you don't, if you're not ready for him. I mean, he does hit it hard with 2 of his attacks. He isn't all hitting an AOE attack. But that's crazy. Volden sparked him and he's done. So obviously, Spark does work on non-androids.
God, I'm so mad at that Dark Force fight. I'm so tilted.
That's crazy.
That was trippy too, because not only did like the Vol work, it started the death animation, and then the rest of the round played out. Okay, yeah, thank you, Killer, for addressing that. So,
I got it. A couple people have asked, so I just put it on copy paste.
There you go. We see. Let's see, where is he going? He's going. The question is he gonna go for the Silver Tusk? Is the Silver Tusk necessary? A regular any percent, I don't run randomizer that often, so I'm kind of basing everything off my previous experience in running this game in any percent. You usually absolutely have to go for the Silver Claw, because it does damage. It does full damage against ethereal targets. So
Yes.
ghosts, dimension worms, stuff like that, where it would normally just do 1 damage, Rika does full damage, which is why she's so godlike in Air Castle.
Here we have Chitin. He's on his way to Karan, and he's gonna fight the crazy wizard.
Mm.
The ship wizard has returned.
Everyone press F for Raja. He's about to take a nap.
Oh, there he goes.
He's so sleepy. What a sleepy guy.
It's so funny when they have him in bed, though. He looks like an alien. Like he looks like your normal generic green alien laying there.
Yeah. Oh, and okay, so that's where Starbird. No, Starbird never used Spark, but Chitin seems to be having a lot of luck with Spark. So Chitin.
That's crazy that it works. I didn't think that was in there.
Yeah, I had no idea that was in there.
Now Starbird has the ice digger, and he's on his way to the cave. And Chitin, I mean, he's a little behind. He's not super far though, because here he is. He's on Desolus. He's getting ready to get Raja.
Yeah, one wrong boss fight, and this definitely goes Chitin's way. Like for compared to
He'll be
Starbird.
caught up right away.
Or granted that Starbird doesn't get like a stun and run on the boss.
Yeah, I honestly did not expect them to burn through the bosses as quick as they are, especially with like Spark and Vol and Explode. But it's showing how much the randomizer can change the game with like one skill.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong on that. You see, and this is another part of the game I always dreaded, was this grind in any percent. Like you had to grind in that specific spot until you got Chaz up to a certain level, and then you ran. And if you had really bad RNG, everyone would die, and you'd have to run back, and it would take forever.
Yep.
Or if you had really good RNG, like you would be done in a few minutes.
Yeah, in the normal any percent runs, you do have to grind a couple times. I know Mormont and Tyler's driver, they usually, I want to say they grind in that downed ship part. I can't remember the name of it. But I think Tyler might also grind a little in the biolab, but I can't remember.
They both play a safer route of the biolab via the Tenno basement items. So grab like graphite. They grab graphite stuff for Alice, and then she only takes 1 damage the whole way through. And I was like, that's genius.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. One thing that is not randomized. The weapon parts and the android parts for Rin are not randomized, so they do still have to go to their current location that in the normal game to find them and obtain them.
Right, and key items obviously are not randomized.
Yeah,
so you
the
can't get like
Alshalin, the Psycho Wand, the Eclipse Torch, stuff like that is not randomized. They have to go to the proper triggers to get them.
yeah, otherwise you just kill the game entirely.
Yeah. The Rycross rings are not randomized. They still have to go to Rycross to get them. The only thing that's randomized with the Rycross ring is that the 5th character can now use the Rycross rings. Because apparently, wasn't it, I guess, a miscoding in the original game that for some reason the 5th character in the 5th slot couldn't use them?
Yep, and that always bugged me. Like
Yeah.
that 5th character could not use one of the rings. It just drove me up a wall.
Yeah. Yeah, and Starboard already has armor for Ren. As someone pointed out in the chat because he got it earlier.
Yeah, that's true. And I didn't realize how many shops were. Oh no, he was just in Aido.
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna take the next? Is he gonna take another contract?
Very very possible. He could be taking the slug quest.
Yeah, I think that's what he took.
Yeah, because if that gets randomized, then that could be for somebody. Let's see here, grabbing the guard armor.
Oh, he bought the guard armor. Yep.
Oh, and he's throwing it on. Did he throw that on Rune?
Did he?
Yeah, he threw it on Rune. So now Rune is completely safe for pretty much the rest of the game.
That's crazy. Yeah, because you can equip anyone with any armor in this seed.
That is gonna be something special right there. That pretty much ensures Rune's safety for the rest of the game. And yeah, he did grab that slug quest at this point. And as we see Chitin going through the Tyler cave to get the Landale. And so he can continue on to Curon. And hopefully I hope to God we see that Vol glitch. Okay, so the prof gamer, normally in an any percent run, you take 2 guild quests: the guild worm and the slug quest.
Yeah, those are the 2 you only take.
Yeah, unless you're doing the Starbird's 100%. And then
if you do the 100%, you do all of them.
And God, I hate that dog quest. You gotta run across like 3 different cities looking for the stupid dog.
That dog, man, that guild quest is crazy.
For a fat dog, that thing sure did run across Motavia quick.
Yep. Literally from like one side of the continent to the other.
Yeah, like that just drove me nuts.
These sparks.
I always wish you could use the Alice sword that you got in that gift shop on that island town. So,
wouldn't you grab the Silver Soldier at any percent also to unlock the Vala Fort?
In any percent, the old strats, yes. The GC Navi
yeah, the old strats, yeah.
Yeah, you would go in, get Ren his upgrades and stuff like that. The Shadowblade and Tyler strat, because they're 2 separate things. The Shadowblade, Tyler runs a more normal route where Mormont runs the Shadowblade strat. I don't know if Tyler goes to Valhalla for it.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, I think that's completely skipped at in those routes. But the old routes, like you got a lot of your final levels in Valhalla for it.
And here you see Starbird hitting the carnivorous forest where you find Kyra. That's not part of the randomizer, by the way. Anyone who's never played the game, you literally can go up to it. You find Kyra in the trees. She's tangled. You fight the trees. You literally run from the fight. It ends it. You free Kyra and you move on. It's not a glitch. It's literally coded in the game that way.
Yeah, I the first time I played that game, I think I sat there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just killing those trees over and over. I'm like, why can't I get through? I've killed like the entire Amazon rainforest at this
Yep.
point. Why can't I move on? And I got tired enough. I ran. I was like, oh,
Yeah, you just run from it.
that's why. Okay.
Here we have Chitin. I mean, he's still behind, but he's not that far behind.
Yeah, no, there's definitely
He's on his way to fight Dark Force 1.
Yeah. And my name is Disappointment.
Nope.
Poor Kira. We do see.
Aren't they in Esper Mansion right now? That's where
Yep.
Starbird is? Yeah, he's in Esper Mansion. Looking for Lutz, and then he's going to move on to Jut next.
And the most glaring plot hole in the game right now, Esper Mansion. Hey, Chaz, there's an all-powerful sword sitting right behind me that we could give you right now. But you know what? No, what? Forget
Come
that.
back
Let's
later.
struggle. Yeah, we'll struggle some more.
Yeah, go struggle some more, come back later.
So heading into Gumby, the Starbird not even really taking a minute to stop into Jut right there to check out the shops.
I was kind of surprised he wasn't going to stop and check the shops.
Oh, you know what? Oh,
But,
another
he's
guard
pretty
mail.
stacked. Yeah, he's pretty stacked. I mean, I can't say I blame him at this point for skipping chess.
Yeah, he's completely stacked. He now has 2 guard mails.
Yep. It's crazy. Chitin making his way through.
Oh, and that's nice. Kira came right out the gate with Warless, so that's a
that's awesome.
Very powerful defense spell right there. Hey, Cat. At his beck and call already. So that frees up whoever the deban user is from having to cast that. But then again, a lot of these boss fights are stun and run. So,
ooh, Chitin found the napalm shot. I didn't even see. I don't even know Starbird went for that.
that's so weird. That chest did not get randomized.
And I was just about to ask, isn't that the normal spot for the napalm shot?
That is the regular
That's
spot
crazy.
of all the things to not get switched out.
The napalm shot.
Napalm shot was there. I have a cat who is demanding my attention.
Here we go, Starbird. He's flying.
Let's see, what is next on Starbird's agenda?
Oh
my god. Okay, so the stats have been randomized because Chaz should not have 192 HP at level 25.
Right.
Normal run, I believe he has 130.
Yes.
So, Chitin over here working his way through Kuron. Believe he's coming into the DF. Well, yeah, he's at the Dark Force 1 fight now. So we'll probably see a similar strat as what Starbird did.
At this point, he'd be crazy not to try it.
Yeah, no, Vol worked, and that was beautiful and anger-inducing. But he's getting that macro set up just in case things go south.
Oh, this could definitely... I mean, if Spark keeps going the way it's going now, it could easily be a sub 3.
Oh, yeah. We see Starbird working his way through Hell Castle.
Yep.
Because I hate this place. I've never gone through a run where I've gained time in Star Castle.
Yeah. Oh wow, Kara has Flaily too.
That's interesting.
A normal time for an any % run, the world record right now is 3 hours and I think 2 minutes.
No.
And like,
it's
yeah,
3
by
hours
Mormont.
20... No, he beat that. The world record by Mormont is 3 hours 27 seconds.
Yeah, 3 hours. That's what it is. So a normal run of the game, like if you 100% it, you're looking at 4 hours plus. An any % run, there's no real like normal time for it because the way bosses act, the way you get random encounters, the way RNG acts in this game, it can be really relentless, and you can easily be. I mean, I've seen Tyler easily an hour and a half, almost 2 hours in, and reset his run. Just because some of it can get really relentless. Oh, the explode whiffed on him. Did Chitin try Spark? I didn't see.
Yeah,
Oh, he
just
tried right there.
Spark.
Yeah, he just tried again. Man, Chitin is not having the luck that Starbird did with the sparks and the explodes.
No, I bet if he tried for
I think he's gonna try it again. I saw him do stasis beam.
Yeah, there's the space beam. That Gigra is hilarious to me.
Yeah. Oh, circuit break did nothing. Oh,
Oh,
there
now
it
he
is.
got. And then,
and then he still did it. He's like, yeah, take this while I'm dying.
that
was
God.
Great. That was so great.
I'm sure Chitin's kind of kicking himself for not trying bowl right out the.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, someone just got Nares. I didn't see who it was though.
It doesn't matter. They got G-Star already.
Yeah, that's true.
And with everybody's defense as high as it is, it's going to be pretty good up until end game.
Yeah. And something that's making this go a lot quicker also is the tech skip.
Yes.
There's really no way in the normal version of the game, like either you're running normal or any percent, the cutscenes and the text kind of have, you can only make it go so fast, and it adds a lot of time to your run.
It adds about a half hour to the run.
Any chance that the combo skills text could be randomized in the future? Honestly, I don't think
that is something to ask Starbird.
Yeah, you'd have to ask Starbird. He's the one that wrote it. He's the one that made the randomizer. I don't know if that's something we brought up to him. I know we brought up to him, could he change when you get party members? But because of the way the game works with triggers and how Rika's a trigger and like Rin's kind of a trigger and Rune's a trigger, it's not really doable.
Yeah, but I think he could. I think there might be some coding in how to trigger.
Yeah.
So that might be entirely possible, and that's something I'll definitely bring up to him.
Yeah, it's definitely something we'd have to ask him.
And it sells a frayed mantle. Slasher guard claws.
Titan sword. It's not too bad.
Yeah, Chitin definitely going for the double. I think he bought 2 claws right there, selling some of that stuff. That napalm shot's still cracking me up.
Yeah, that's crazy that it wasn't randomized. I loved that. I was gonna ask you, I was like, isn't that its normal spot?
Yeah, but Starbird here going through a pretty good clip on here through Aircast. I believe he's on his way to the triplets, which is the biggest run killer.
Yeah, they definitely are they're pretty much the first hurdle of the game. They can be relentless.
Oh, lordy, and we have a Savo.
Oh, man.
He's seeing who learned that. And it was Rika. Oh,
it was Rika.
God, this is going to get filthy in a hurry.
Yep.
That may one-shot the triplets. If they're weak to bowl. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, if it's crazy to think that if they're weak to that, like that it could work. Oh, and we see Chitin went into Rochelle.
I'm going to hope he did that on purpose. Because there's been a few times where I've actually ran into Rochelle.
I mean, he's attacking the zombies, so I'm thinking it was on purpose. No, I think it was on accident. He did it on accident.
No, what I think he did is he went in on purpose so it'd be on his teleport list.
You're right. Yeah, that means that Chitin is most likely going to be coming back to Rochelle later when it's normalized, and he wants to check those shops.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Start. Oh, not yet. I thought he was going for the triplets right
No.
there.
No. Let's see, what can he get? A whole lot of nothing out of that shot. He's gonna check the armor store.
Carbon suit,
And just
Titan
garbage.
shield.
Ouch.
Not stuff you want with what he already has, basically.
Yep, and the Dew shop is closed.
Yeah, the
Now-
Dew shop is closed until later in the game after you beat the triplets. I can't remember what the trigger is to open the Dew shop.
You got to finish Garobek Tower.
Garbeck Tower, okay.
That is the trigger right there. Because before you leave Desolus, you stop by it in an any percent run, and you pretty much buy out in Stardews and Solar Dews for the Dark Force 3 fight.
Right. You're right.
All right, so
Oh, it looks like Kite made a wrong turn right there.
all of us make a wrong turn at some point.
Yeah, he thought he was at the carnivorous trees for Kyra, but he was at the other hill.
Look at this chicken strat out of Starbird. What is this? Getting defense up before you
Yeah, is he that? I mean, dude, the triplets. I've seen the triplets kill his runs, so I know he's a little weary. I know he's kind of intimidated by the triplets.
because of that.
Yep. And I mean, the triplets. They get it if they get AoE, they hit it, and there you go.
That's such garbage.
Because I mean, even their single target attacks, on a normal setting, like normal any percent, hurt. And if you AoE them and they AoE you back, and they can hit substantially hard, and he just destroyed them.
Circuit breaker's bunk. 'Cause that's a guaranteed spark hit, if I remember correctly.
I believe it is.
Running circuit breaker. Yeah, because he seems pretty excited about the getting circuit breaker. And
He seems pretty happy with what's going on right now.
But yeah, to compare where Starbird is in any percent run, we'll use me as an example. Zeo. Pull up
Zeo's about a 112, right? An hour 12-ish.
Or hold on, I'll pull up my splits because I always upload my splits.
Yeah.
My sub 330 run. I got triplets done in under 2 hours, so it was 157.47.
He's about 30 minutes.
Yeah. He's already in the basement, headed towards Lashik, and then I'll definitely have a better idea of how fast he's going.
Yep.
But yeah, right now we'll say minimum half hour.
Yep. Yeah, amazing pace.
But yeah, this is going to be provided everything goes right for Starbird, because now he's pretty much in a commanding lead at this point.
Yes.
This is going to be really hard for Chitin to come back because Starbird has a strat figured out. He knows what he wants to attempt, and he's going to try it on every single boss at this point. So yeah, we're definitely looking at a sub 3 hour run for Starbird right here. Like he got the items he wanted.
This pace easily.
Yeah, he'll be able to pull this off no problem. I don't know if they had time to practice this beforehand.
I know earlier today, Chitin gave him the seed. He asked Chitin just give him a seed, and I think Chitin ran it earlier.
Okay.
I'm not sure because I just remember in the Discord, Chitin said that it took him 2 hours, it was like 2 hours and 5-ish minutes, I think he said, to get to Lashik.
For Chitin or Starbird?
for Chitin, when he said he ran it earlier today, it took him about 2 hours and 5 minutes to get to Lashik.
Ooh, there's a struggle axe. Too bad Grizz isn't around.
Poor Grizz. Never around when he needs to be. And when
Yeah.
he is around, he's dead. He's dying.
Hashtag buy Grizz.
Yep.
So yeah, seeing, I think that was the Moondew chest. Chitin going into Gumbius. He's just gonna skip. Looks like he's just gonna skip those chests in the start. Trigger the cutscene. He's just gonna run from there, which does actually save time right there. Chitin might be feeling comfortable on his item set.
Yeah. He might also think that he might be a little behind, so he might be trying just to keep good pace, but not gimp himself.
Yeah, we'll see what's coming up in the Stardew chest in the normal any percent run. That's like a chest you never miss because Lashik is a jerk sometimes, and you need that extra healing.
Lashik can be another run killer.
Rika just learned Legion.
Did she really?
She did. And Pulse Laser in that chest. We see Chitin headed towards, let's see, Air Castle finally. So, you know what? He's not as far as behind as I thought he was.
No, he's really not that far behind. I mean, he's one boss behind right now. That's pretty much it.
What a cute Ewok you have there. Nice. Yeah, but like Starburst just bearing down Lashik at this point. It's taken I forgot what Moon Shadow did. I know it's a boomerang skill. I just don't remember what it did. Maybe it was that was just straight up death.
Yeah, once he gets to Lashik, I mean, depending on what Lashik has been randomized to, I mean, it could be if he's resistance to stun and run and he's like 200% HP increase. I mean, it could be bad.
Yeah, I see it, but like given the seed.
True. Given the pattern so far, I agree.
Yeah. Watching. Now the funny thing would be, is if he voled Lashik and Lashik still got a Thunder Halberd off and it killed everyone.
Ooh,
that would crack me up. I would laugh so hard at that.
That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, Lashik, he has 2 attacks he does. They're hard hitting and like your normal 190%, and they hit all. They're like an AoE attack. And even his single, he has that single target hit, that possession he does, and he can literally put someone to sleep. And I mean, once you get him to quarter of whatever his HP pool is, he starts casting Reinforce. It boosts all his stats. And I mean, in a normal, decent Lashik fight on a normal run is about 6 or 7 rounds.
Yeah.
But I mean, when he starts casting Reinforce and he's just boosting his stats like all the time like that, like he can be a pain.
Yeah, he only casts it once.
Right.
And then that next round, you immediately have Rune. You hope Rune goes first and you use the Psycho Rod on Lashik, because
definitely
when he's down to about a quarter HP, that's when he casts Reinforce.
Yep. And when you use the Psycho Wand, of course, it naturalizes him back.
Yep. And then he's a lot easier to pick off.
Yeah, you definitely do it. You saw them do it with Zio. You do it with Zio as well. You use Psycho 1 on him and naturalizes him, because he's another one that I think he buffs himself as well.
Oh, that was Kira with the Legion.
Oh, is Kira with Legion?
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Rico with Legion would be hilarious.
That would be crazy. Here we have Chitin. He's making his way through the triplets, through Air Castle, grabbing what he can. Oh, the dead end.
Yes, you need to rouse them. If someone's asleep, you arouse them. That always made me chuckle. Rika's asleep, better arouse her.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Chitin is just, he's forgotten some of the dungeon layouts because I've seen him take a couple dead ends.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if he's forgotten or he's thinking there's a chest down there. I hope that he's just thinking there was a chest and he hasn't forgotten because they haven't even hit like the biggest. Well, no, Air Castle's probably the biggest dungeon in the game, isn't it? I'd say it's pretty much the biggest one in the game.
Yeah, you're definitely not right. It is a consideration. It's about the halfway point of the game.
Yeah.
Garobek is kind of long, especially if you're getting bad RNG and you're getting a retarded amount of fights. But like for the most part, that's fine. Like Garobek can either go really quick or really long. But here we go.
Right into the sheik. Here you go.
Gets the defense up.
You got the D-band and everything up. That's good. In the center.
No
Legion
on the
hit.
No on the Savol.
Oh, the Thunder Halberd. Oh my, dude, the Thunder Halberd only hit him with one because they have the guard armor. It's not gonna wipe them.
Let's see.
Is he gonna try it?
Can he stun and run? Oh, I think he's going for circuit breaker. No, he's explode.
It looked like he had Chaz to explode.
It looks like he's going for a vision. Mind Blast fails, recover. I don't know why he really did that. Candle. It looks like, yeah.
Explode whiff.
Here comes that other highly damaging AoE, which
see that one's gonna hurt. That's the one that's gonna hurt.
He's really going for the stun and run tactic.
I think he's gonna try it again.
Oh, like I'm just waiting with bated breath to like see how this turns out.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. In a normal setting, and in any percent run, a normal run, like the Sheik and the triplets are. Air Castle is like the worst in the entire run. Spark, nope. Spark whiffed. I think at this point he might just have to. He might just have to go at it.
Yeah, I think he's got to do this honestly at this point.
And as long as Ren keeps taking the most damage and he can just recover, because Ren is without a doubt the tank of the game. Like he is just a meat shield. Like he is so beefy. Yeah, he's just gonna go at him.
Yeah, this fight's gonna take him a long.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute because you don't know how much health he has. I mean, you don't know his health pool. I mean, his normal health pool is, I think, is like maybe 2,000 or 3,000.
Who, Lashik's?
Yeah.
No, it's more than that. Is it? I think it's closer to 3.54K.
Okay.
So yeah, this is definitely a spot where Chitin could make some time up.
Yep.
Yep. Savol fails again, so obviously he's very resistant to that.
He's kind of getting lucky with him doing Thunder Halberd though, because the only one that's hitting hard is Ren. So he's kind of getting lucky in that aspect. And I mean, Ren gets what, 16, 14 recovers? So.
Yeah, Ren's in no danger of dropping anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
If Lashik stays stunned. Oh!
Nope.
But he now knows that that'll work, so we may see a Hyper Jammer Conduct Thunder come out. But now he knows that Stasis Beam will work.
It will work on him.
So he can stun and run this. So.
Yep. Oh, hit him. Okay, so Chaz hit him with Stasis Beam.
Yep, time to run. And there's Lashik.
There it is. Wow.
139.17.
Yep, 139.17 is Lashik.
Compared against, so yeah, he's about 32 minutes ahead of my pace.
It's crazy, man.
So
that is crazy. Stun and run him.
Well, hopefully Chitin picks up on that. He tries it.
I hope he does. I hope he does.
I hope he hits the triplets with that Conduct Thunder. Because that will...
I mean, at this point, I would say you should try it on every boss. There's no reason not to at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Chitin does the same. And he's preparing for the triplet fight right now, making his macros.
Stabism. All right, so now Starbird is headed towards Grobeck Tower. Grobeck. Burn the trees down. You think those trees were sentient? They were carnivorous.
I mean, I would think so. I mean, they grabbed Kyra. Oh, and Chaz is dead on the triplets. Yeah, he's going to reset that, without a doubt.
That's just bad luck right there.
Yeah, Starbird is in the living dungeon.
I have...
with the eyeballs and everything else. It literally is like a flesh dungeon. It's pretty much what it is.
I have a certain thing I call those doors, but I'm not going to repeat it on stream.
Well, Chitin did try Stasis Beam and it failed. I mean, it doesn't mean it won't work. We know it'll work, but his at that point failed. Vol, nope. Explode, nope. It all is whiffing. Oh, he sparked one of them.
Well, it's nice to see that a crit will only do 1 damage.
Here, so Spark worked on one. He's gonna try it again. Let's see. Here we go.
Threw up a Warlock for good measure.
Oh, there's another one.
Spark number 2. Gigra comes out.
And there you have it.
There you go. Triplets are cleared. After that unfortunate reset. All trees are sentient. No, actually, I've never watched Avatar. Excuse me. Nice, bad smell on the... Oh, wow, that's kind of bad. Rika is currently paralyzed. So, see Chitin entering in the basement, working his way towards Lashik finally. Again, hopefully Chitin can figure out that, hey, Stasis Beam works, stun and run. And that will clear a lot of time between the two of them. So, with a little bit of bad luck on Starbird's side and a little bit of good luck on Chitin's side, this should
catch up right away. I mean, because literally, Chitin could basically stun and run first round, not the commentator curse him, but he could stun and run him first attempt that Starbird tried. I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah. But it looks like, Starbird's taking the long walk portion of Grobeck Tower.
Yep.
I'm kind of surprised at how much, I haven't run this game in a few months, in a minute, and I'm kind of surprised at how much I'm remembering off the top of my head.
It's been a minute for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been hitting 3 Phantasy Star 3. I don't know why I like it, because I like to torture myself, but I've been doing Phantasy Star 3 mostly of these games right now, and that game is just infuriating.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I looked at some GC speed runs, and
It's just you basically can't run from anything, because the moment you run and can't get away, the game literally will punish you to death. Yeah, in Phantasy Star 3, you're better off just fighting everything almost. Yeah, I growing up I played 4 first. 4 was the first one I played, but I like if 3 had what 4's combat where like you see the characters, I would love it. Um, but I just like the aesthetic. I like the way the game looks. I don't know why. A lot of what turns people away from 3 though is the walk speed. Compared to Phantasy Star 4, if you play this and then go to play Phantasy Star 3, your walk speed, you feel like you are a turtle stuck in glue walking.
yeah, no, you're definitely right, because this Phantasy Star 4 was my first Phantasy Star, and I'm thinking, and I played through 3. I actually had the cart for that. I actually had the cart for 4 too. Now that I think about it.
And I mean, when they give you the airship in 3, because in 3, Rin becomes your vehicle. He gets parts, he transforms into your vehicle. But by the time you get his air parts, where he's a plane, he literally it's near the end of the game. Like it's kind of late in the game, so it's kind of like, oh well, thanks for giving me the fastest travel late in the game.
Yeah, it was pretty silly how that played out, and then I just remember, like after playing, and like amazing, like 4 was as a game. Ooh, Starbird almost ran it into that blind.
Yeah, he did not see Dark Force. I think he forgot Dark Force 2 is up there, so he almost ran right into him and started the fight.
Yeah, but like I was saying, yeah, I remember going back to 3 and it's just being like, hey, this is okay. I don't even remember what route I took.
There's a lot of people that haven't played these games, and it's kind of funny because these games kind of paved the way for a lot of RPGs.
Yeah, like these games really have.
Yeah, 4 is without a doubt the prettiest, probably the funnest of them all. Like it looks the best. I mean, it's definitely the best of the series.
3, Phantasy Star 3 is definitely for me.
Yeah, I love 3. Like, I love 3. I don't know why, but there's something about it.
Yeah, like 2 and 4 have like aged the best. 2 is more nostalgia and rose-colored glasses, really.
2 is so broken though.
Yeah, 2 is horribly broken, but 4
2 is without a doubt the most broken.
But 4 was just honestly straight up the most honest. Like,
yeah,
you did, yeah, like what ETAP just said. It to me, it was the definitive science fiction JRP experience.
Definitely.
Like, to me, Phantasy Star 4 is the gold standard of like sci-fi / fantasy RPG.
Yep.
So they did a really good job of melding both like science and magic in this series. Like, there's
Dark Force 2 took out Kyra. I didn't even notice that.
I don't think that's going to be the worst problem in the world.
No.
Well, I think Light Shower is going to give Ren fits here, as we saw. This might be a reset for Starbird if this keeps going south. He's good.
I mean, his base HP is about 7,500, not randomized. So.
Yeah, he's still going for the. Ooh, that should be a dead. Ooh, that's a close to dead Ren or Rune. Oh, with that Shadow Breath.
Yeah, that's his single target hard hit is that Shadow Breath. You definitely, if anyone's gonna get hit with Shadow Breath, you really want Rin in a normal setting to take that hit.
Mm.
And did he try stun and run on Dark Force? I don't think he did.
Hyper Jammer did not work right there. I don't think he can stun and run this. So I'm going to face a recovery turn while Chitin is up on Lashik. So
the Shadow Breath. Oh, that's it hit Chaz hard, but not too bad. Not as hard as it hit Rin though.
Oh, definitely not. Barrier coming.
Oh,
up.
Chitin. Oh, here we go. Chitin's on Lashik. He got it.
He got it.
I told you. Hey, I told you. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
And with as hard of a time that Starbird is having, this is definitely a gap closer. He is definitely catching up to a Starbird. That's a huge.
That is huge. Huge.
Huge.
That is a humongous gap closer. He one cycle turned and stunned around in him.
Yeah, that was picture perfect right there.
Yep.
It still looks like Dark Force 2 is just Chitin kind of brain farting right now.
He's definitely got a high HP pool. Yeah, Chitin I think is in shock that just happened.
So
that was huge. That was a huge gap closer. Ooh, that hit Rin for 200. That was close.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, I can only imagine that Chitin might have had a mini flip out right there, and in shock that worked.
And this boss fight is still dragging on for Starbird.
Yeah, he's not going out quietly.
Chitin, there he goes. I was like, what's Chitin? He's got to be looking for the Ice Digger.
I mean, he's hitting him hard, but he obviously has a high HP pool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he normally has about 7,500, and that's on normal base stats.
Yeah, so if that's 200%,
oh my gosh.
So we're looking at a long fight.
Yep. And I mean, here you go. You have Chitin. Now he's Garbuck Tower. He's not far behind.
No.
And that right there, that just hit Rin really hard.
Oh, androids. Why can't you get your batteries charged by thunder attacks? Fries
their circuits.
Yeah, this just got really competitive all of a sudden.
Yep.
You know what I think? I think he pulled maps up finally.
I can't say I blame him. Because he's hit a couple dead ends, and a couple of dungeons, so he definitely doesn't want to keep doing that because he's just time sinking himself. So I can't say I blame him. Dude, that light shower is just dismantling Rin.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. That's kind of what you want Rin to do. You want him there. You want him to take the majority of the damage because he has Recover, and he has a bunch of them. But it's also nice every now and then to be able to use him for damage because he's not a bad damage dealer either.
Here's the comedy option. Chitin gets to Dark Force and immediately sparks.
Oh my gosh.
I would have to mute. I would have to mute from my. I'd be laughing. So hard.
I'm sure at this point Starbird is getting irritated with Dark Force 2.
I would love to listen in on him, to be perfectly honest.
I know, I'm pretty sure his
if
mic is muted, but I can only imagine how much his wife is hearing.
Yeah, like, this game has frustrated me to the point where I've, like, ripped my Genesis controller out of the Mayflash or whatever it's called and thrown it across the room and like rage quit the stream and then come back that run where I had to submit 2 halves of a run because I was so mad because I didn't. There is actually a flag in Reichros where you have to wait so long after picking the rings up in the towers.
Yep.
So if you grab and immediately teleport out of both towers, you don't trip that flag. So when you go to the roof after being above towers, you don't get the cutscene. You get healed, and you have to go back, and that's happened to me. So like I walked back and forth in that room like twice from wall to wall, just to be okay. Yeah, I waited long enough.
Yeah, this game is not forgiving on its triggers. It's very much you either did it or you didn't, and if you didn't do it, you're gonna walk back and do it.
Yeah, because that was such
there. Finally, he's down.
Yeah,
he got a high HP pool. He definitely is up there.
Yeah, and that means that Chitin's going to be stuck with this really long fight as well. So with Robert out of the way, that opens up the Stardew store.
Yep.
I don't think that gets randomized. I hope it doesn't. That'd be awkward.
I don't know if it does. I forgot to ask if that is part of it or not when we were talking yesterday. But yeah, that was a lot of rounds of combat.
Yeah, that was
a lot of rounds of combat.
Let me see here. Dark Force 2. Yeah, he's still way ahead of, he's still way ahead of a sub 3 time.
Yep. And I mean, Chitin's he's not far behind now.
No, definitely not. He's still he's probably looking. Actually, I don't know if Starbird's still definitely sub 3. Chitin is close to a sub.
Dark Marauder. I think that is one of the coolest sprites in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole giant series.
I love the Dark Marauders.
Yeah. Level advantage.
Oh no, he's not going to Stardew. He's gonna go straight to Seth. Grab Seth and go. I think Starbird feels that Dark Force 2 fight took too long, and Chitin may either be on par, close to, maybe a little bit ahead. So Starbird's not gonna waste any time. He's gonna go right to Seth.
He's got really good levels on everybody.
He does. He has almost everyone to level 30.
Yeah, and that's really in any percent run. You want Chaz at 30 minimum. You can do 29 with him.
30's better.
But you're doing a Rex Grossman level of Hail Mary. You are just bombing it down the field and praying for the best. Oh, look, it's the Fraction Ooze.
I think Chitin is making sure he's going the right way. Because I see he keeps going to each floor and then stopping.
Yeah. And honestly, when I was learning the game,
this place can be very confusing. It all looks the same.
I was dragging my finger along pathing on the screen on my monitor. I'm like, okay.
Oh, he cannot escape from this fight.
Yeah, it's just bad luck right there. This may be a quick reset. Yeah, Rika's down. There it goes. Oh no, Rune got poisoned. How awful. Laser sword. That'd be so frustrating to get that far in the game and oh hey look, it's a laser sword.
The race was close with how Chitin one-cycled Lashik. Now, and the fight taking so long on Dark Force 2 with Starboard, but if Chitin keeps up this pace of having to stop to look at maps and constantly having to stop and check what doors to go to, I mean, Starbird's just gonna keep getting further ahead.
Yeah.
Starbird is clear. He still has a good lead on him.
Yeah, all it would take is a reset on Starbird's behalf, and Chitin can close it. But the way Chitin's playing, right now, having to map check a lot, like Starbird's just gonna keep pulling away harder and harder,
Yeah.
and like he's coming in on Dark Force 3 right now, and that's pretty much the breaking point. If Chitin hasn't finished Dark Force 2 by the time Dark Force 3 is finished on Starbird's end, it's pretty safe to say that Starbird's gonna win it.
Yeah. Unless like something game breaking happens.
Yeah. So, like right now, it's coming back.
I mean, Starbird is he's ran these games so many times that he knows them. Like he has them memorized. It's crazy.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. My favorite part of the game.
Good old Seth with the face palm.
That and when Alice dies, Rika, the wah, always go wah.
Yep, and here we have Dark Force 3. Cause Seth is a traitor. It was a ruse all along.
Yeah, is it really a traitor if they never really asked anything about him?
It's true. They were just like, "Hey, bro, you in this random cave on an island? What you doing here?" And he was like, "Come with us." And it's like, "All right, I'll show you the way." And that's pretty much how it goes. I wonder how randomized Dark Force 3 is, because normally he's got 8200. Oh, that's a hard reset from Chitin. That's not good.
Yeah, that's could have put him way back at this point.
Yeah, that's. He's stunning Renim. He's done. I mean, that's pretty much clinch.
Yep, that pretty much locks.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lock.
Yeah, Starbird would have to get a sudden bout of bad stomach issues for Chitin to have a chance to come back at this point. God, I kind of want to run this now. This just looks fun.
Yeah, that being able to hit Dark Force 3, which is pretty much the hardest of all of them up to this point, like that's
Dark Force 3 never gave me that. Yeah, Starbird's gonna have to get hit with that black wave in real life.
Yeah, it'd have to be something along those lines.
So Taco Bell. I love it. So, yeah, we're at. God bless this
He's on Rycross now. Yep. Oh yeah, that scene right there takes a while in your normal 180% runs. That's
like 2 minutes.
That Rycross scene is it's crazy long.
Go Protectors. Yeah, save right there, bro. Oh man.
Rycross, in my opinion, has the coolest battle scene when you're outside. It has,
the
like
story background and everything.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Now the question is,
did he take? Is this Strength Tower? He goes Strength Tower first.
Yeah, Strength Tower, then Courage Tower.
Because I know you can do them in either order, but I think the easiest way, if I remember correctly, is Strength first, then the Courage Tower. And here we have Chitin getting ready for Dark Force 2.
Yeah, because the strats are just a little bit different in Strength Tower than Courage Tower. Like, you can't use any kind of magic.
Oh, why did Chitin just hard reset at Dark Force 2? Did he mess up one of his macros?
He might, he might have messed up equipment or something like that. That's
okay.
So, very, very unfortunate right there on Chitin's part, and just extends the lead farther and farther for Starbird. Like, I mean, the real question at this point is, does Starbird get a sub 230 here?
It's possible.
Strength Tower 257, 305.
What ETAP said, he definitely has a considerable level lead as well over Chitin. Looks like he's gonna try it though. He's gonna try and stun and run Dark Force too. Stasis being missed.
With how unsuccessful it was with
With Starbird, yeah.
yeah, it's
And there goes Devars. Devars. Devars down. That's just crazy.
ooh, Ren's already down, so I don't
And
think-
Ren. That's
yeah,
not
hard.
good.
That's another reset right there. Bad luck on Chitin's part at this point.
What is did Ren got one shot by Light Shower? He's at 234. Okay. I mean that's still way lower than what Starbird was. Because
Yeah,
he was getting hit with 211 Light Showers and Ren was still packing about 40 60 HP.
Eli will take that. He's going for the Volstrat again. Doesn't
Dang.
work. No good on the explosion. No
Nothing
good
on the spark.
Yeah. I think at this point he's got to realize that
Yeah.
this may be a killer for Chitin. I don't
Yeah.
know if he's going to be
His Ren is getting hit real hard.
Yeah. And this may be where that level disadvantage comes into play with Chitin coming in there earlier than Starbird.
Usually you always have Ren leading the party. I wonder why he has Rune leading the party.
It could be an oversight, and there's
That's what I'm thinking.
he's going YOLO on too.
Yep. Ooh, no, there goes Kyra. And we have Starbird going into the Courage Tower to Saluz.
Like this is pretty much the Hail Mary for Chitin right here. There's really no way around it. Like he's got to make this work somehow, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
And there goes Rune. Yeah, he's gonna reset it.
Yeah. He had some really good ideas in trying to
Yeah.
like close the gap at times, like going for
But I mean, Chitin's known for that. He's known for his high risk, high reward strats. And I mean, right off the bat, Light Shower, Ren dead. Oh, he's gonna reset it.
yeah, I think this might be Chitin tapping out.
Could be.
Because he's still on Dark Force and
Yeah, and he's almost got Saluz dead. I mean, he's about to go for Saluz now. I mean, he's 2 bosses ahead.
yeah, he's nope, that didn't work. None of that. Oh, there it goes. So now Starbird is headed toward
Saluz down.
yeah, he's headed towards the Profound Darkness at this point. Or I'm sorry, he's heading towards Elizadon, the ultimate sword that Rune just could have gave him when he revealed he was Lutz. But hey, never mind all that.
Right.
And this cutscene I hate because it takes like 3-4 minutes. Where Chaz is like, no!
Yeah.
So, God bless the tech skips. I don't know if it's gonna force the cutscenes to go faster, but hey, so is that.
Yeah, it looks like it's going. Yeah, this is basically explaining to you, like, you know, what the Profound Darkness is, and
The great
giving you the
light.
backstory of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The spiritual history of Algo.
Looks like Chitin's he's still trying. He's still trying to get him.
Yeah, I think he's kind of realized at this point that stun and run's not an option, and
Yeah, it's definitely not with Dark Force 2. You really just got to power through it. And there goes Cairo.
Right. To say it, I don't know if he can finish this.
Yeah, I don't know. He's getting hit really hard. I
Yeah.
didn't realize until ETAP pointed out in the chat that he is substantially lower than Starbird.
Yeah, and with that extended health pool that Dark Force has, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he has the sustain
Yep.
in order to survive this.
Right, yeah, because everyone's getting hit for 150 plus, basically.
Yeah.
And here you have the part where you're only Chaz, and you got to go through the cave to get the Elisadon sword, Dion sword.
Yeah, and this never takes a whole lot of time, honestly.
No.
Like, I don't know of anybody who has gotten stuffed at a Elisadon. Now, I have screwed up and accidentally had a sword equipped.
Yeah, because you have to have nothing equipped, right, in his weapon slot.
Right. Like, though there's kind of like the Shadow Blade glitch where if you keep this guard sword equipped and Elizadon overwrites it, you still have that plus 10 to your defense. As long as you don't like go into your...
Man, he's getting hit so hard by Dark Force. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to reset that. Got to give it to Chitin though. He's not gonna give up.
Yeah, no, I mean, I applaud Chitin for trying to that blonde dude seemed pretty hype. Yeah, like I don't see Chitin getting past this, honestly. I'll be shocked if he pulls it off, but like I think with this lead at this point, like, I mean,
yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he has the sustain in his party with their levels and their health pool right now that to live through the grind that's going to be this fight.
Yeah. Like, if he actually lands that bull, like, it's going to be so hype, though.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, we've got Starbird coming in at the very end. He's going to grab Raja?
Is he going to take Raja with him?
He's taking Raja. Because Raja has Megan. Of course he has Megan. Raja unleashing the power of his anger.
Oh, no, he's not taking Raja? Is he going to take Han?
Please take Han.
Please don't take Han.
Please take Han.
Oh, gosh. Is he going to take Grizz? Look at him, he did that just for you. You know that he did that just for you, Zex. He's toying with Grizz. He loves Grizz.
Yeah, I think Raj is the pick here with the damage. Just in case, like, stuff kind of goes south, Raja with that high mental stat, will actually get so much work.
I mean, Kaiden, he's still trying. He's still trying to get it.
I would have thrown in the towel, but
you know he's not going to though.
No, he's a trooper.
Yeah, he will
go
till the end. Because he wants you to see the dancing girls, Zex.
I wonder if there's
everybody loves the dancing girls. He got him. He got Dark Force finally.
How? What?
I'm pretty sure the D-Band Spark, it finally worked. It took him a couple tries, but he did get him.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Chitin's perseverance through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He might
Oh yeah,
not win the. He might
Chitin's not one to give up. He's not. He won't.
I think Chitin can come back, guys.
It would take a lot.
All right, so we see Starbird doing some final inventory clearing right now.
I mean, he's got 3 bosses. He's got the VAR. He's got Salus. He's got Dark Force 3. I mean, unless Starbird gets just trounced by Profound Darkness, and Chitin doesn't go for any chest, just straight boss rush, and gets amazing stun and runs, there is a slight hope, but
No,
it's
there's
going
not.
to take a lot.
There's
No.
no hope.
Because knowing Starbird's luck, he's going to stun and run Profound Darkness 1 and 2 and skip 3.
Yeah. Because that's just how Starbird does things.
Etap says Kyra landed Moon Shadow on Dark Force and ran next turn, and that's how he beat Dark Force.
Pretty much.
That's pretty cool. Hey, Seth. In a normal or any percent run, you always put Seth in the front, because obviously he's Dark Force. So of course you don't want him leeching your party's XP. So you always put him to lead the party. You let him die. Use as much of his skills as you want because it doesn't matter. Right before you go outside to fight Dark Force 3, you always strip him of all his gear, and then you can just sell it later. He does not going to need any of it. But it looks like he still has Rune leading the party, which I kind of don't understand. But maybe he knows something I don't.
Oh, God. He found 4,000 Meseta Stardews.
And look, you see how much money he's sitting on? Wow.
And 40 Meseta Trimates? Are you kidding?
That's crazy. Raja's face right there said it all.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
His face said it all right there.
Never trust a nerd with a mustache and a Rambo bandana on a deserted island.
Like, even as a kid, I was just like, why is this random dude on a deserted island? And he's just like friendly as can be, like, hello neighbor. Like, what? And you're just like, hey, come with us.
Well, he's Indiana Jones.
What do those cost normally? Starters and Trimates? Trimates are up there a bit, aren't they?
They're 300 and Stardews, I believe, are 5,000. So he's
Yeah.
And Solar Dew, no, Stardews are 1,000. Stardews are 10,000. Solar Dews are 20,000.
Yeah, and then he has corrosion and death spell, but they're just like, hey, you're just a normal guy in a cave.
Yeah, like,
I'm not gonna lie. Also, as a kid, I hated this dungeon for Profound Darkness. It's trippy, it's crazy on your eyes, and you just kind of don't know what's going on.
this was the epilepsy test for children back in the 90s.
Yep.
And there is a point in the game where
That's true, Kylan. He's not Han, and he fills the 5th slot, thus preventing Han from joining. So of course you take him.
So let's see here.
I mean, I would take Grizz's sister over Han.
Wow, dude.
I really dislike Han.
With Starbird getting some bad luck leading up to
Yeah.
Profound Darkness. But he's doing the smart thing and he's saving.
Yeah, he's safety saving, and I don't blame him there, because this place can be a pen.
Yeah, this is the past here where he's at right now, and on. the escape rate drops dramatically. Like it's
Yep.
possible to escape, but you're not really gonna be able to.
Oh no, I think Chitin might be lost again.
And Starbird's at Profound Darkness, so
Yep, here we go. I mean, anything's possible. You know, phase one's not that bad. You know, 4,100 pool. It's only single attacks. A good fight is like 6 rounds.
1 BS. Stun and run, 1 order of hot steam and BS coming up from Starbird.
Is he gonna try it?
Yeah, he's already got
Yeah.
Savol
Yep.
queued up.
Yep. He does. Synac, is there any way we can get the audio switched to Starbird stream? The chat is wondering.
That is a great question.
I think he's working on it.
So we're
switching to Starbird's audio. It's gonna be a little low. He'll have to adjust it, but. Synac is best. I mean, it's a little low on my end still, but I don't know how the stream hears it because I hear it differently. I mean, I can still hear it though. It's fine. All right, they're saying it's perfect, so it's good.
I actually can't hear his stream, so that's okay. Oh, because I have this muted.
That's good. Yeah, I hear it. That's good.
He's going for the Savol again. So
yeah, he really wants it. I think he wants to showcase that stun and run phase 1, stun and run phase 2, and skip phase 3. He doesn't want to deal with that Megid.
Nobody does.
Yeah, that Megid is just bad.
A big old ray beam onto Ren right there.
I mean, he's not doing bad though. Like he's not getting hit too hard by him, so. Yeah, this is one of the. I mean, this is a weird Profound Darkness look. I still think in Phantasy Star 3 though, the last boss.
No way! Are you kidding me?
God.
Are you kidding me? That's such bunk. And that is like a 221.
That was like a 221.45. Is that what that was?
Yes, that's such
wow.
bullshit.
Wow.
Bunk.
Yes. Yep.
Garbage.
Skipped it.
I hate you so much, Starbird.
I misspoke. I didn't know that doing that on the first phase. I thought it would only skip the final phase, but it skipped everything.
That. Yep, it skips absolutely everything.
He skipped phase 2 and phase 3, and that's it.
So no, guys, you don't get to hear the ooze.
Nope, don't get to hear it. Yeah, he got a 221.45. That's insane.
That is
sub 230. Mr. Starbird, how do you feel about that run?
How do I feel about that run?
Wow, dude. Wow.
I think you just took the words right out of my mouth. I'm glad it actually went as well as it did. Dark Force 2 scared me a bit, though.
Yeah, he was pretty meaty.
He was meaty, and he had no way, he had nothing I could do to expedite that battle. So, unfortunately, it was one of those ones where I had to battle him, and I honestly thought that Profound Darkness 1 was going to do the same thing. Then, just one normal attack, and oops, dead. Oh, okay.
Actually, Chitin actually got the skip on Dark Force 2.
He did. What did he use on him?
He used
Hold on,
Kyra's Moon Shadow, and then ran from him. It took him like 7-8 tries. Like he hard reset a couple times.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Stasis Beam and Moon Shadow are on the same element. They're the same category, so it's probably Stasis. It must have been at a low hit rate on that. So
he definitely had a high percentage health pool.
Yeah, I would say probably between 150 and 200, probably closer to 200. But
Yeah, he was up there.
where is Chitin anyway? I'm not.
He's at Dark Force 3.
Dark Force 3.
So he still has the VAR, he still has to lose, and Profound.
Huh. Well, interesting.
There was a
Hopefully-
point though where he one cycled the Sheik, and we were like, whoa, like he's right on your tail again, because he got kind of hung up early. But then he one cycled the Sheik, and
what did he use on Lashik?
I think he sparked him.
Yeah, he sparked him first
He
turn.
sparked him first
Yeah,
turn.
that did not hit for me whatsoever, and thankfully I was able to use a stun and run there. But
Then he started getting. I think he had to stop and pull up some maps, and I think he started to get lost in some of the dungeons because he kept like just standing still. And
Air Castle.
that really put him further behind, and then he had a lot of problems with Dark Force 2, just being the way Dark Force 2 was.
Yeah, that was something else. Although, how did he handle triplets? I would love to see if
He sparked one and killed one, and then he just started queuing spark from everybody, and he sparked each one of them.
that works too. I kind of like my strategy with the Conduct Thunder there, but that was definitely interesting. I found a couple bugs I gotta fix, and actually they've been reported to me anyway, but I just haven't I haven't seen them for myself, like Chaz getting Rimpa twice, which should not happen.
The thing I noticed was out of all the chests in the game, the napalm shot. Yeah, it was in the exact same spot it should have been.
Yep, it was in the same chest it comes out of.
That happens at some point, and sometimes anyway. At that, I realized though, after what was it? I think after the Biolab and after I went to Iato and checked the shops, I basically said at that point I'm in go mode.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw guard armor and as soon as I saw how cheap it was, I'm like, I'm good to go. Chaz and Rika have strong enough weapons.
He just sparked Dark Force 3.
Nice. I think that's how I did it too, was sparking Dark Force 3 at that point.
I remember when you first used Spark on, I don't know, what was it, Sandware? No, Zeo? And we were like, yo, that works? Like, what?
I think I was, if I remember, I was proclaiming hatred for you again at that point. I'm like, that's such bunk. I hate you so much.
Yeah, you still hate me over that.
Yes, the guild worm.
Yeah.
The double dodge.
Yep, that 1 HP Chaz to earn my 100% world record run.
So salty.
Yeah, you ended it with a 221.45. That's not too shabby.
I think that's a PB for me for Rando. But this is that sub 3 we're all looking for, right?
Yep. You got sub 230.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mormont, you're using the wrong strat. You should be using the Rando strats.
Yeah. Just spark and vol everything.
Spark and vol everything. Let's see, my PB. Yeah, that actually breaks my PB for
What's your 100% time? It's like what, 4 hours and what?
My hundo time.
It is 4 hours, 24 minutes, and 16 seconds.
Yeah, what I do. That was when I did the Fancy Starathon last year.
Yep.
Hoping to maybe do it again this time. What was the time on? Oh, no, there's chat. I was like, wait a second.
Chitin just got to Rycross.
Yeah, I see him at Rycross right now. Although the music's starting. I like the music a lot, but I am cutting the game out anyway.
I give Chitin props. A lot of people would have thrown in the towel at Dark Force 2 the way he was having trouble with it.
And you said he had to reset a couple times on
it? But his characters are also, we noticed, they're quite a few levels lower than yours. Like your Rin was hovering around like 260, 270 health. His right now is at 245 in Rycross. So when he was getting hit with Light Shower, it was almost one shot in Rin.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
And he has Rune leading the party, which I wasn't sure. Because I mean, I always put Rune leading the party, so he takes most of the damage. And he just reset in Rycross.
I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna commentate with you guys, I probably better pull up that thing as well. Yeah, I see him resetting. Where's that link? I had it
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's like so underleveled right now.
Yeah, he's
Does it,
he's
or,
on that walking that thin line.
did he go back after the guard armors or anything?
I think he kind of felt he was falling behind, and I think he stopped looting chests.
No,
And I don't know. He as far as I know, he did not go back and buy his I don't think he went back to buy them like you did.
I don't think he realizes where the strength tower is.
Yeah, I think he's a little lost on Rycross
Yeah,
at the moment.
he mentioned before that after a certain point he gets a little he's a little lost on it.
Yeah, I think his highest
that
level
happens.
in his party is Rika at 26 right now on Rycross,
Ooh.
which is
Oh,
gonna be rough.
Yeah, I was gonna say even for speed running, that's a low Rika. Because usually you want to have her at 28 by the time you leave Lashik.
And we know you want Chaz to be 30. Like that's his
at the end of the game, yeah.
Yeah, like that's his sweet spot.
God, now I want to race you in this.
You want to race me in this? Not tonight.
No, God.
Nope, not tonight. I've done enough for one night for racing. I think is Kite looking at a map right now?
I don't know if he's looking at a map or he's gonna throw in the towel. I'm not sure.
I know he probably. I
Nope.
don't know. I mean,
I think he was looking at a map.
I was gonna say he's close to the end. If he goes straight to the bosses
And yeah, that's what I was saying. If he just boss rushes,
then he shouldn't have a problem, especially since they both went down easily.
yeah.
And I think he might be in for a surprise if he goes Profound Darkness 1 and tries all the death strats and then says, okay, Chaz, you're just going to have to say, attack him and bop. And see, the Alcidian has
Man,
the Holy
he's
Word
getting
effect,
hit
which
so hard.
he needs. That's one thing about. I mean, I haven't changed any of the stats other than HP, experience gained, and Meseta gained. So right now they do not have. They don't have any additional strength. It's something I'm gonna work on at some point whenever I get the time. He doesn't have any no 3 energy tanks here.
Is there any way to randomize the way the combo attacks work? Someone asked earlier in the chat, so I wanted to make sure we
this randomizer per se. It is possible, but there's a few issues with that as far as animations go.
Okay.
And it's a little difficult to explain, but it's possible, but it's not. I don't know if it's anything I want to include in it right off the bat because unfortunately, unlike other 16-bit RPGs on the opposite system of the Great Genesis, you know, the lesser of the inferior model, I should say, that was not the Genesis, RPGs in that system, it could at least explain to you how things work, like in Final Fantasy VI. You know, you didn't have to look up instruction manual or anything to figure out how to do Saban's blitzes.
Right.
Unfortunately, in this game, a lot of the combination attacks were trial and error. So if I actually, if I were to actually change up that would take up a whole lot of time for people just trying to figure out which spells will work on what. Like, for instance, I could make it so that Gaisar and Rimpa create Firestorm.
Right.
I don't think anybody would get that combo. RPGs. Are you saying something bad about RPGs on Sega hardware there, Black Moon? Don't forget, the Genesis had Sword of Vermilion. Never underestimate Sword of Vermilion.
With his characters being this low, I don't know if he has the sustain.
Well, like I said, he can actually, if he can just get through enemy or the mobs, and he could save anywhere. I don't know. Has he been using the?
Yeah, I mean he's been saving before the boss fights, like especially Dark Force 2. He saved right at him.
I mean, I almost I mean, I went without resetting, I think, but or did I? No, I reset once, I believe.
I think you reset once. We were laughing when you almost ran into Dark Force too, though. We saw you go up, and you were like, "Oh."
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, I probably better change that. No, I think the most impressive feat of me was actually getting Raja to take a look at the dancing girls.
Yeah.
Now, is there a specific cutscene that plays when that happens? I don't remember.
No, if you talk to the guy, I mean this works when you don't have text skip, but if you talk to the guy that's in front of it, he kind of says some lewd remarks. Actually, I wouldn't even say so much lewd, it's just kind of suggestive.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, that's all he says. And if Alice is still alive, she'll be like, "Come on, Chad, let's get out of here." And I think after that, after she dies, then Chaz basically says, "Let's stop wasting our time here." But you know, I figured Raja didn't get a chance to experience Matavian entertainment, so
He's gonna reset again.
Yeah,
so
he's
I
having.
figured
He's getting pummeled by these mobs. Like they are hitting him so hard.
Phantasy Star and Shiny Force were tops. I had both systems growing up, but I leaned towards Sega a lot.
Okay, so he's at the Vars.
Yeah. Davars. I call him Jazz Hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz Hands, Jazz Hands. I don't know. I think there's only one emote right now, and Spur, you and I are the only ones that can use this emote.
Oh, the fish man.
That Kite needs to do right now.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was gonna grind at some point, and he didn't.
Well, I mean, with double XP,
There he goes.
Nice. He got the explode.
That was good. That was a good divorce. Yep.
We didn't get to see the Jazz Hands though. Aw. But no, crap. I don't remember what I was gonna say now.
You're talking about Chitin should Fishman grind.
Yes, you should definitely Fishman grind.
I still say I have the best emote of the Phantasy Star community.
You do.
The Bygriz one?
Bygriz.
Yeah, the Bygriz.
Did you guys at least do hashtag Bygriz?
Yes, we did it quite a bit. Every time he died on your stream.
Bygriz.
I am so happy I made that into a thing.
With the way the randomizer works, Pat Frapp, with this seed, the boss's resistances and their elemental resistances are randomized, so you can stun and run some of them, and like explode and Vol and Spark will instant kill even some of the bosses.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I don't think the creator of this randomizer could have said it any better.
I did a lot of research for this, Bryce, so just say it.
Super Camille, oh my god. Yeah, it's
you got a Fishman grind in Phantasy Star 1. The Fishman grind is real.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who speedruns Phantasy Star 1, I think I'm talking to one of us, and that's just me. If I ever do Phantasy Star-a-thon again, it's going to be too soon.
Don't forget, you always got to try to talk to Dark Force at some point. See if you can reason your way out of it.
No, see, if I made a Phantasy Star 1 randomizer, I would add that in, so you could talk to him. Yes, Pat Frapp, we are on version 1.3.1 right now, so a teensy bit out of date. You're at least 1 or 2 versions behind. At least 1 or 2.
Looks like Hayton's checking the maps again to make sure.
Everybody says that, Black Moon, and you're not wrong saying that.
Ewoks never die, though. That's such a lie. That is true.
Those enemies look exactly like PlayStation controllers.
Oh, frick.
Thank you.
Lashik scared me a lot though until I found a stun on him, but
yeah.
Yeah, we were holding our breath when you got that first stun off, and we're like, "Oh, is he gonna stay stunned?" And he unstunned, and you got it off again, and you're like, "Oh."
Well, and here's the thing with when I was going after Juza, I noticed I was able to stun and run with him as well. Did I get cut out?
No, I think he's I think he's a little nervous about getting lost. It seems so. He's making sure he's going the right way.
Methinks me interwebs has encountered a hiccup. Yes. What do you think, kitten? Yeah, go away. Anyways, yeah, I
If you
noticed.
if you stun and run the boss, yes, it counts as a win, but you don't get the experience from the boss fight.
Right. The like in the case of Juza, normally when you stun an enemy, their animation stops. While Juza, I was able to stun him, but his flashing animation and his outfit kept going, so I didn't know if I stunned him or not. And when he didn't attack, I'm like, wait a second, I stunned him, so I tried to run, and I think there was a couple times I tried to run by accident even. I'm like, oh my god, don't kill me, please don't kill me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty solid run. I didn't see you really have any problems other than Dark Force 2.
Yeah, Dark Force 2 was definitely my biggest. I mean, thankfully Rune played a really good supportive role, and I was able to take him down easily that way. Because I figured that Rika was doing max damage because her, and I figured out his elemental weakness was actually the light elemental for Sue and Silver Tusk. And you'll notice that I kept Rika also with a Thunderclaw throughout the entire play as soon as I had it. The reason being is the way elements work in this game is that if you are dual wielding and you have a weapon that has two different elements on it, the damage calculator is always going to take whatever the highest.
Ooh. That's
whatever
rough.
the highest value would be. So I lost my train of thought now. Bye bye. Choo choo. No. Anyways, when you're doing, and this is one of the randomizer. It's not even exclusive to it because you can do it in vanilla as well. But one of the strategies to use is, especially for Rika, but you can also do it for Han, Chaz if you're going daggers, is to don't use two of the same element for a weapon, because if you have a boss that's strong to that element, then it's going to resist. But if you have one weapon on an off element and the other on, basically if you have two different elements on your weapons, then the calculation is going to formulate whichever element's stronger. So even though Dark Force 2 was strong, because when I used Tandle from Rune, which is the same element as a Thunderclaw, it didn't do that much damage. But you notice Rika did a really good amount of damage.
Yeah, because it was taking it off her other claw, right?
It was taking off the Silver Tusk, and as long as Chaz had Githu, I was able to at least DPS him down. But that was a rough fight.
I mean, that was the only fight I really saw you have any trouble with.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Sandworm really wrecked me. You see how many times I had to reset on the Zex?
Why are you the way you are? Pick anyone else in the world and be that person.
Well, it all began in 1927, when my great-great-grandpappy found himself lost in the woods somewhere in the state of Maine. I don't know where I was going with that. But it began in 1927. You can at least know that.
It's tragic he didn't stay there.
He did. Why do you think I'm still in the state?
Well, okay. It's tragic he found somebody.
I don't know what bear it was, but
what bear it was.
Oh wait, I ain't going there. Kittens, look what you're making me do.
Alright, so he's at Saluz now.
Yeah, and if you're using these flags where the monsters can be instant killed, I mean, when I picked the flags for this, I just, wanted something that would demonstrate basically what the game could do. And you'll notice that I got another bug to fix because Ren has TP and he shouldn't, because I didn't activate the humanized androids. So
I remember you say that was going to be in it, and then I started noticing that like when you use like G-Res and stuff or anything to heal, it wasn't healing Ren, and I was like, ooh, that must not be turned on.
No, I didn't turn it on because when I gave Chitin flags earlier for him to practice with that I thought we were going to use for the tournament, that wasn't turned on. Basically, the settings are it's under the Rappy preset, so it's the easiest. I changed a couple things around because of
Nope,
the
there
Rappy.
goes the lose. We're getting sparked.
Yep. The big orbs are gone. I'm trying to censor myself here. The bear bore him, babes. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you've seen my webcam, you won't question it.
Bear backing the bear will bore you babies.
Mm.
But yeah, let's see. I mean, technically, he could finish this if Elyzon procs.
Yep.
And if he can at least think of just doing a normal attack on him.
I mean, really,
-1.
if you think about it, you didn't really need to pick anybody up. You could have just straight shotted it to Profound Darkness and pray that it worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in hindsight, yes, I definitely could have, for sure. But at the same time, look at what Raja had.
Yeah. I'm like, Raja has Negan. Why does he Negan?
Yeah, I was teasing a bit, and I was like, I should take Grizz. I should totally take Grizz.
Yeah, you were cycling through everybody, and we're like,
Yeah, I was.
Is he
I
gonna
was
do
teasing-
this?
I was teasing you guys with Grizz. I teased you guys a little bit, and with the dancing girls, I showcased the wall glitch in the Sacred Sword Cave. But oh yeah, I was. I figured I'd have a little fun with it.
I was about to get really upset with you because I thought you were going to take Han into Profound Darkness 4, into that fight, and I was like, he better not take Han, because like I'll take Grizz's little sister over Han.
I'll take one of the. I should have just left Raj with the dancing girls. Grab one of them to take with. I really, really should have. Oh, hang on.
All right, so he's on his way.
But yeah, I will stick around until he's done. He's almost done now.
Yeah.
As long as he.
Yeah, he's headed towards
The,
Profound Darkness at this
He's
point.
going towards Sacred Sword Cave right now.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is point your finger at a boss in this game. What is this, Harry Potter? Well, I suppose maybe if we put glasses. You know, you gave me an idea for a sprite hack for the game.
Oh Lord.
Chaz is Harry Potter. Or you can be Hermione. Does that make Han Ron?
Stop it.
And
No,
Room can
Han's
be-
much more of Adobe.
That's true. A room can be Lucius. Not Lucius. He can be Draco. I mean, he's old.
No,
enough to be
Lucius. Yeah, Lucius is
Lucius
much.
fits. Kira can be Luna. Alice Door.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I am gonna have to slam the coffee hard tomorrow. Chitin! Run, Chitin, run!
You can do it. I believe in you, Kai.
Starbird, I'm about to DM you. I just have a question for you.
Sure. By the way, why does even an RPG set up in a faraway galaxy in a far future have a sacred sword?
Sigh.
Black Moon, the answer to that is very simple. 1990s RPGs.
Well, actually, I do actually have a better question. There is this sword. The sword, it's actually ultra advanced technology based on the previous super civilized ultra technology society. So they say it has all the souls in there, but what it really is just computer programs functioning as a kind of hyper fused light together, kind of like a lightsaber, but it's so fused together it looks like a sword. So that is the explanation behind Elyzon. I can't believe he got the sword so late. I mean, they were right there when Rune revealed that he was the Lutz.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like, where was this when we were fighting Dark Force 2, Lashik, the triplets? You know, the sword could have been very handy. That's why
Yeah.
Rune isn't. This is why Rune is number one as far as how's the term I want to use for it? Jerkiness goes. That's what it is.
Jerky.
Yeah, pretty much. Just for lack of a cleaner term, I have some other terms I could use. But...
Jerk?
Yeah, Rune's
Zex,
jerk.
I did just DM'd you. Can you check that for me?
Yeah.
Hang on one moment. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think I gave a little bit more of it than I should have. I honestly thought this, because this game, and here's the thing, if none of those instant death attacks worked, where do you think we'd be right now?
Maybe
Dark Force 3.
Yeah, maybe Dark Force 3.
Yeah. If that's it. That's also being generous that none of their HPs changed. That's why I gave a 4-hour schedule or 4-hour block for this.
Well, at least we know at this point that that's not the case anymore.
That is true. Well,
he's almost there. I believe in him. We've seen that Elizadon works.
he's taking Kira. What does Kira have? I can't remember what Kira has.
I think it's just force of habit.
Yeah. You force a habit not to take Grizz.
You know, I never did get a chance to use that strat. He really should safety save after. Yes, thank you, Kite.
After each 26. Wow, he is going gutsy here.
Well, all he's got to do is get Elizadon to proc, and he's good to go.
You know, my stream kept on going. I probably should cut that. Same with bandwidth. Not that I need any. Why am I not reading chat right now? People are probably asking me 100,000 questions, and here I am, not being the good host that I am. Actually, I'm not even a host. Being the good commentator that I am, I should be answering these questions like, see? He clearly couldn't be trusted. What a great question.
Can you ROM hack a Guy Fawkes mask on the statue? Good thing he safety saved right there.
I could. I probably very well could. I am not sure where all of the sprite data and tile data is for this game, so it's contrary to popular belief, at least as far as me being a randomizer guru. I don't know everything about this game yet. At least as far as the data itself goes. I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. Let's see. A glitch exhibition. Let's see.
We figure out how to do that credit skip that Bish keeps figuring out.
You figured it out, or did we?
No, that he keeps doing.
That's big for you.
Bick finds like the craziest stuff. Like
Well,
like when he
Also-
world record one shot or world record killed Profound Darkness with nothing but Rika alive with 1 HP was insane.
That was nuts. Big Fong Balls, yeah, definitely was nuts at that time. I think with everything going on right now, because last time I talked to him, he said, it's not really on my list now of games, especially after Mormont started wrecking it with Shadow Blade
Yeah,
strats.
he's been wrecking it.
I'm so mad he didn't get that sub 3.
I know, he was so close.
He'll get it. He will
Oh,
get
definitely.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, and that's going to be the hypest thing for the community to watch.
it. Yeah, the community's grown quite a bit in the past year, I'd say. Especially now with Tyler, Mormont, and Vic fighting over it, and now that I've stepped aside and said no.
Like, every time I watch Mormont run, I think, hey, I should pick this back up again. And then, like the hour after I'm done watching him, it's like, yeah, no.
Mormont makes it look so easy.
Yeah, until he doesn't find the Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
And like 20 or what 30 minutes in, once he gets the Zeos for it.
Yeah.
Or no, Thea Tower is when he stops looking for it.
That's the only spot where he does.
People in the universe, please don't disappoint. Hey, what are you talking
All right,
about?
here we go. Let's see if he can
Alright.
stun and run him.
Just have Chaz attack, man.
Yeah. Because he can't. Because there was no matter what I tried, there was no way to stun him. Okay, that's why he went with Kira. He's probably hoping for another Moon Shadow escape.
Just attack with Chaz.
If he destroys phase, what, Luna? What? Sorry, my cat. If he destroys and goes to phase 2, he's probably gonna kick himself if he doesn't attack with Chaz. I know I would have.
I think that's a bad Chaz.
And here's the thing too. Yeah, no one. The only person I think that had any resurrection techniques was Han.
Does the run never work on bosses without the stun? No, you have to stun them and then run.
Yeah, that's
the only way it works.
It's randomizer exclusive as well, so.
Yeah, it doesn't work in the normal setting of the game, and any percent of normal set. It's only in the randomizer.
The only boss it'll work on is the first boss of the game, and you could use Earth, stun him, and run away. But that's a
good old Iggy.
Yep. Good old Iggy. Cats, what are you doing? Oh my god, they're getting loud. I would never be able to sleep anyway with them being.
I mean, even at the pace he's going, like he's still sub 3 right now. I mean, it's that's still a phenomenal time.
That is.
I'm not sure what his PB is for the randomizer. I know it's he's still sub 3.
I know he was happy the other day when he got to beat Lashik in under 2 hours. And Black Moon, you're right. He is on world record pace still. Well, actually not quite, just because of the fact that if he actually fought this out fully, it would be it's normally in a speed run even a 10 hour, yeah, it feels like it, a 10-minute fight. Literally can't be on world record pace. See, Rune was such a good support. If I was really scared of the healing until Rune learned Gisar. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. He's got Ataraxia. This phase has immunity to stuns and deaths, except for Holy Word. But no one learned Holy Word, so you had to rely on the Alcidian to do it. Luna, what do you want?
Oh, he's trying. He's trying to get him.
It's so funny. He's gonna realize that he just needs to attack with Chaz.
Just attack. Just
punch. Just punch him.
Attack. I feel like I'm commentating the game of golf right now. if Chitin can just get Chaz to attack, he will sink this for par. Ooh, hooked a little to the left there. He's not gonna like playing from the rough there.
He's caught himself in the bunker. It's a hard spot for him to be in.
We think he needs to choke up on that club just a little bit if he's gonna play this one out.
Do you know how much practice Chitin did before this?
He ran it a couple. I at least know of one time.
Yeah, I remember he said he ran it, I think, either yesterday or this morning, and he said it took him about 2 hours to get to Lashik. I just wondered because it seemed like he got lost a couple times.
I got lost a couple times too when I run this game before. It's just like, I don't remember some of this stuff.
Yeah, but it's crazy how much like you and Tyler and Mormont do remember, because some of these dungeons are not easy.
Garubek and the descent of Air Castle, Garubek Tower, and believe it or not, even Courage Tower get me confused a little bit.
I don't know Blackman.
Let's see. Isn't the dude that ran? Wait, no, I didn't. Wait.
Oh, Chitin, I'm crying.
Tomatoes Marathon. I did not. Okay.
Is he just gonna fight it out? Is that what he's gonna do now?
He's setting up for G2.
Oh, okay.
I want to be around for his reaction when we tell him he could have just attacked with. Oh, looks like he might finally pull it off. He's gonna kick himself though.
Please proc. There it
There
goes.
he goes.
There you
GG.
go.
Hey.
It's about a 3 hour 58. I mean, it's still 3 hours. It's not bad.
Hey, that's second place time right there.
Yep.
We're just a little bit behind Mormont. Boy, GG Chitin.
Yep. GG.
Cats, hey, get.
I'm not sure what we have coming up next. But thank Randomania, having all of us here, having me and Zex coming to commentate, letting us Starbird and Chitin, showcase the randomizer. I know it's not that like popular of a thing yet, like it's kind of new. So, thanks for the run.
Now,
Zex, thanks for coming.
Now if I can just get that Phantasy Star
Yeah,
2
thanks.
randomizer going.
Great. So
So it looks
yeah,
like we got Portrait of Ruin next. Is that
fine.
correct? Oh, wait, we got Chitin. I think Chitin has a couple words.
Hey, Chitin, how's it going, man?
Thank God it worked.
We were the whole time we were saying, Chitin, just attack with Chaz. Just attack. It'll be the pain will be over.
No.
We're surprised you got that
That's
stun on Dark Force
Dark
too.
Force,
Like
thank you.
I could feel your anger just seeping out as you kept having to do reset after reset on that.
We were saying, Chitin,
I had to do what I had to do to win.
I fought it out.
No.
I couldn't hit stasis beam for the life
We're
of me. He
surprised
must
you
have had a
got that,
50%. I mean, at the very least, a
that
50%
stun
hit rate on
Dark Force.
a stun. But you're lucky you got Moon Shadow going. I tried stasis beam. I tried everything I could on that.
Yeah, Chitin was going in there with a pretty big level deficit. So like all of Dark Light Shower was pretty much one-shotting Rune. Or not Rune, Ren.
I'm surprised you didn't go after those guard armors. Those were dirt cheap, Chitin. I had 5 guard armors by the time I was done.
Like I said, man, I'll take a gamble, even if it's not with the guard armors. I'll take the risk.
Yeah, that was definitely. Hey, you got it took me it felt like it took me forever just to get through Dark Force 2, because I had to have room heal with Guy Sire every turn. It felt like whenever Lightning Shower hit, and I had to use Ataraxia a lot. He had double HP, and I had Githu, and I had the Silver Tusk on Rika, so I was able to do quite a bit of damage there. But
Oh, I didn't bother to go to Mist Valley at all.
Oh, I went because I just wanted the that element for the weapon. But I did go to Mist Vale to get that anyway. But either way, it looks like we are gonna be wrapping up. I think anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like up next, I think there's a little bit of time to fill it. I think Edgeworth is going to do a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer glitch exposition.
Yeah, so everyone get your Pog champs out. There's gonna be some glitches coming up, we think.
Yeah,
mean-
Edge is going to do it.
A better glitch than having me actually be here today. That's a glitch in and of itself.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But then
I'm
again,
gonna-
thanks to everyone, letting us come out, letting us commentate, letting us show you guys the randomizer.
And I will see everybody again on Wednesday when I get to play some actual golf with the golf randomizer. So you guys have not seen the last of me yet. Fear.
All right, guys. Have a good evening, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.